Hey, what's up?
Are we actually online now?
So yeah, hopefully you can hear us because we had a whole thing with our audio just not working. So hopefully you can hear us, and I'm not just talking randomly into a camera here,
or without any audio.
Yeah, or without any audio. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to Curiosity Public. I'm Dutch.
I'm Jules.
And it's what day is it?
I have no idea.
I think it's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
A weird night for us. Not our normal streaming evening. Not that we have a normal streaming evening because we're
so bad at
so disorganized.
So bad.
All right, I'm just checking our stream here on YouTube.
Let me refresh so I can see if the chat's working for me now.
Looks like
I think everyone's saying sounds
like
good. All right.
Awesome. Cool, guys. Well, sorry about that.
I know.
Let me get my StreamYard thing set up here. All right, cool. Oh, wow.
Dude, and to start us off, we already got a super chat.
We did?
Yeah.
Where is that? Let me see if I can
Roy N, man.
Roy.
Thank you so much.
What is up, Roy? Thank you so much. Almost 10K. Great job. Sipping on Remus 5. Great choice. We've got the Remus Gatsby here. We'll go over what we're going to be cracking into in a second.
Thank you.
Let me check in with the chat.
We are almost at 10K. We're pretty close.
I know. We're actually, like, this month has been some good gains on the subscribers, which has been pretty awesome.
To you guys.
Yeah, thanks for you guys.
Thank you, CPU.
All right, Ron is sipping on 29-year-old Crown Royal. Meh, still just Canadian whiskey. All right. Yeah, Roy, I wonder how Repeal 5 compares to Gatsby. That'll be interesting. I think the Gatsby is actually it's a lower proof, I think. It's cask strength, but it's 15 years, and I think it got so low. I think it's like a 98 proof, so I don't know what the barrel...
Sub 100?
Yeah,
really?
I think it is, yeah.
Wow. Well, we'll see, I guess.
Tori Hanzo's in the house.
Hey.
Says, what's up, wasabi fellas? I'm feeling all fancy, so I started sipping on some Kirkland Islay. Awesome. Josh is in the house. Gonna sip on Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof single barrel pick while I take the curious festivities tonight. Yeah, we got some Jack Daniels down there at the end that we're gonna be getting
for
to.
The rest of us.
And that's a great bottle, by the way. Good thing we have our whiskey. It's not staring at Dutch and Jules picks this long is not healthy. That's very true.
Yeah.
Austin Ludwig in the house. What's up, CPU? Starting with some Woodford Reserve Batch Proof 119.8. 2XO standing by to crack at the same time.
Oh, nice.
Awesome, dude.
That's going to be fun.
Awesome. All
right, Austin, you got to let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Tay Biz is in the house.
What? Tay Biz.
What is up, man? Fluffle says, what a beard. Yeah, Jules he hadn't seen me since I started growing it out because it actually grows pretty quickly for me. And it's only
I saw you like yesterday. That's what's crazy. No joke.
It doesn't grow that fast. It was like 2 weeks ago or whatever. But yeah, I used to grow it every winter.
Right.
You know, and then it became like a hipster thing to do. And I'm like, I can't keep doing that if everybody thinks I'm just following the trends. I set the trends, man.
You did set the trend, I feel.
I did.
Because you were doing that long before.
During masking, I was like, this is really uncomfortable. I'm not going to have my beard. So anyway.
Yeah. So you just didn't hang out with anybody.
Nobody cares. Fluffles says, hi, Jules.
Hey.
Do you know Fluffles?
What's going on?
In real life?
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
It's a dark-seated area.
Okay. You did have a strange Uber ride, apparently. Like, I don't know where you ended up going.
Man, seriously. It was quite the adventure just to get here, guys.
Doug Figgins says, excited to see your impressions of the Gatsby and maybe compare it to Remus 5.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Gilbert in the house.
Whoa.
What's up, fellas? Merry Christmas to you as well, dude.
Yeah. You know Gilbert?
If it's, don't you know Gilbert?
Of course.
But is this another person that you know in real life? All right. Everybody. Oh, wow. Tay Biz, thank you so much for the super chat.
Dude,
the guy that coined the phrase, the CPU, still gracing us with his presence. Thank you, Tay Biz, for being here. And thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate your support. Bourbon Wrench. Betty is in the house. You know what? You know what's so funny? Because I almost put on this shirt today, which is which is a pretty awesome shirt, and it's a very obscure reference, which I'm sure Trev gets.
Yeah.
Because he actually loves this movie. But that's so funny. I actually grabbed it. I was like, maybe I should put that on for the live stream. And I'm like, nobody's going to get it. But then I forgot about Trev.
You had to go all long sleeve on this.
I know. It's cold, man. It's cold for San Diego.
This is pretty cold.
It's like 59 degrees. Everybody else is like negative.
Everyone's all upset hearing that.
Logic Whiskey says, "Sup guys, happy holidays.
What's up?
Glad I found you guys. I bought some good stuff since and just love you all vibe." Well, thank you for being here. And appreciate the kind words.
Yeah.
Joe F is enjoying some Redbreast 12. Merry Christmas to you as well. David M in the house, sipping Booker's Kentucky tea.
Kentucky. I just said Kentucky. Oh man, let's get drinking, right?
Yeah, seriously. Hi, Marvin's in the house. Guys, good to see you. Hey. I was buying Smoke Wagon Uncut. Had to use your video in the store. I was playing it loud and proud until someone asked me if I needed help. I looked and said, I'm good. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well played.
Nice. Sometimes I do the same thing.
In the store. You play our videos
because
you can't remember.
Did I score that? Terrible. I don't remember.
Oh wow, Hattori Hanzo. Bearded Dutch equals evil Michael Knight.
we gotta have the Knight Rider playing now, man.
Wow. Jeff says, "Cheers, all. Sick as a dog, so I'll be living vicariously through all." Yeah, there's a lot of nasty stuff going around.
Sorry to hear that, Jeff.
I had like a mild sinus infection for like the past 2 weeks. It just would not completely go away. My ear's still like a little bit clogged.
Oof.
But
so
you know, you're sick.
I know exactly. 3 hours with this guy, forget it.
Oh man, yes, Steve. No soliloquies tonight because Dylan is not in the house.
True.
Yeah, Trev. I know, man. I keep thinking about it too, and then I the problem is I'm always thinking about it while I'm doing a live stream or something, and I'm drinking, and then like I forget about it. So I know we do need to do that.
Keep drinking.
Ben says it's 77 in Hawaii.
Wow,
it's
lucky
cold.
You, Ben. That is cold though.
Okay, let's get cracked into something. Well, let's talk about what we're going to be doing first, and then let's crack into it. So we're going to start with some tequila tonight because I've really been wanting to crack into this. This is the Siete Leguas, Siete Décadas. I hope I said that right. 7 decades. It's their 70th anniversary bottle, and they used these. They're called Criollo agave, and I think they're kind of like a dwarf. They're like a wild type of agave. Yeah, so I don't know a lot about it, but they're it's like a slight different kind of agave that's used. It's still the Blue Weber agave, I think, but it's like I don't know how to describe it. It's like a dwarf version of it. You know, you have like dwarf,
but like, is it genetically modified dwarf?
I don't think so. I think they naturally occur. So yeah, it's cool. Slow cooked in small stone ovens for 3 days, 100% Tahona crushed, naturally fermented with wild yeast and open tank fermentation, and then double distilled and bottled. I think at cask strength, which is really low for them. Actually, it may not be cask strength. It's 42%. That's probably too low. Because sometimes, they do barrel stuff pretty low, but this is unbarreled.
Right.
But sometimes they also distill them to lower proofs with tequila, so it's a little different. So I'm really excited to crack into that. I know there's some other Criollo, the Calle 23, which I tried the regular Blanco of. I wasn't a huge fan of it. It was really sweet to me. And I've since been corrected that they don't have additives. I thought it might have had additives. It was so sweet.
Oh.
But it was actually Dr. Oju. He's like, I'm pretty sure they don't. And then he actually showed me a tip, which I think we actually knew about this, which is if you dilute down things that have added sweeteners in them, they get bitter. And I know, you remember when we did
it's funny, now you bring it up. Yeah, exactly.
And it got bitter?
With the celebrity drink. Yeah.
So, I tried that and it doesn't get bitter. It stays very nice and sweet. So it is a natural sweetness. It's just a very sweet agave that they get there. So anyway.
Got it.
They have a Criollo tequila that's really hard to find. And so Siete Leguas, which is a really well-known brand, has one as well. So I'm really excited about that. Next up.
I'm just as excited with this one.
Gatsby. We'll show the whole bottle but in the box presentation, which is great, except this box arrived kind of damaged.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's supposed to open.
It's supposed to go
this.
Whoop.
Yeah, but it's
but ours goes wah.
Yeah, it's really janky actually. So let's get this out of here. We'll come back to that.
What?
And then 2XO, which I don't know why I took that down now. I was getting ready to crack into this. 2XO, which is the new release from Dixon Dedman, who was previously of Kentucky Owl.
Right.
Kentucky Owl famously got bought by, I think, was it Stoli? Smirnoff? One of the vodka brands.
Yeah.
It has like a bunch of other brands, bought them out. And, the price was super high on Kentucky Owl. I think a lot of people complained about that. Good whiskey for the most part, but a lot of marketing behind it. This is his new venture. It's called 2XO because I think it's a double oaked. 2 times oak. This is the Phoenix blend. I think there's some imagery there. Is it called imagery? Like with the Phoenix?
Symbolism,
that's what I'm looking for. Did you just mean to quote Boondock Saints?
Exactly.
So the Phoenix blend is his first thing from his new venture here. And it is a blend. I don't know how big of a release it was bottle-wise. So it may make its way to the Ultimate Spirits competition. We'll see. We'll try to get some info on that. And then finally, the Jack Daniel's special release for 2022, or the second half of 2022, which is their American single malt. So it's 100% malted barley, and then twice barreled, and then they bottled this at 106.2. It was finished in Oloroso sherry. I couldn't figure out if this is a single barrel or not. But it does have the sherry cask information on there, which sherry cask. So I don't know if they used some of those larger sherry
ones.
casks.
Yeah.
So it might be multiple barrels of the whiskey that went in. I don't know. Couldn't figure out if it's actually single barrel or not. If somebody in the chat knows, please let us know. But we'll get those in a minute. We're gonna kind of go in order of proof. So after we finish the tequila, I think the next is going to be the Gatsby, then the 2XO, and then the Jack Daniel's, and then there's a couple other bottles down here.
I heard a clang or two.
So maybe something else in a minute. All right, let's get to unboxing this bad boy.
You got a boat.
Let's see if I can get that to show up there. Yeah, look at that. Very cool. Very cool looking. And even cooler, it's like a Christmas present in here. Oh,
I heard like something crackle.
Need to get a scissor here.
I don't know if I'm gonna do it any better.
Yeah, I got it. All right. Got my nail back on that one. But yeah, check this out. It's like a brown bag.
Wow.
It's kind of cool.
That's really neat.
And then there's look at this literature.
What?
And then at the bottom, I didn't realize this. I opened this the other day. It has a coaster.
I think it might be a map.
So there's a coaster at the bottom, and there's like a QR code if anybody wants to scan the QR code.
Oh, it's a poster.
Maybe, yeah, there you go. You can scan that.
Oh, it's the whole process.
Which is the same thing as what it has on the back of the bottle, right? On the back of this.
Yeah, it's pretty much exactly the same, just with cool photos.
All right, so let's get into this.
84 proof.
Wow, I almost don't want to open this. Like, I like the attention to detail.
Yeah, they even wrapped it.
Yeah, it's like tied up here.
Tied up.
All right, well, let's do this. So if we ever do review this whole presentation,
you're gonna have to reassemble it.
Yeah. It's
like
legit.
I think I like that top, man. Look at that.
This is so funny to me. I don't know why.
That. We gotta save that.
I don't know why that cracks me up so much.
Printed brown baggie.
Let's get that out of here. Okay. What do you think of the bottle?
Nice. I like this wood top.
Yeah, good looking bottle.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick look here and see if we can get that to focus. Yeah.
Nice.
Very cool. So yeah, NOM 1120 and lot 7022 looks like. I don't know. It's hard to read. It's all blurry. Let's drink some of it because then our vision will really get blurry.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
I'm kind of excited.
I am too. I've always heard people say these criollos are so good.
Right.
And I've never
tried it before.
Never tried it before. All right.
Love that sound.
Hopefully that showed up. Came through. Wow, it's going to be one of those difficult talking nights for me, I can tell already. It's not going to get better. All right.
Get that whiff. Dude.
Woo.
And that's not, like, Dutch did not spill a drip.
Yeah, I really didn't. I'm impressed with myself.
It's like, wow.
Wow, the legs are so awesome on this thing.
Wow.
That's amazing. Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Well, happy holidays to you guys as well.
Happy Wednesday evening.
Yeah, Wednesday before Christmas.
Yeah. Holy moly. That's a lot of agave.
Wow. Yeah, but
Cooked agave.
Yeah, it's like sweet too.
There's there's definitely sweetness in here.
You know, it's like you were making pie filling with agave and you were cooking it down. You know?
But you know what? It kind of
there's like
you know what it feels like? Oh, totally. Like there's a buttery thing just in that aroma, but it also feels like it's old school. I mean, like an old school agave smell.
It's hard to. It's almost musty.
yeah. You know, like, huh.
All right, I'm gonna try this.
All right, because we're going in. Wow. Woo! Cooked agave carries through.
I didn't know.
Plenty of pepper. Whoa.
It's a little sour on the front of the palate for me.
Really?
I'm getting a lot of sour.
And it's mid palate. I'm getting like melted butter thing though.
Yeah, I need to come back to this. I think I need to cleanse my palate a little better because I just ate a bunch of carne asada fries. I'm gonna check with the chat and take another sip because I don't. My palate doesn't feel right now.
Uh-oh.
All right, sorry guys, I neglected the chat here while we were rambling. Okay, let's see, where were we here? David, sorry, what is this? Vortex says it's 29 degrees in Chicagoland, and that's pretty normal for this time of year. It'll be -5 tomorrow. Wow.
Ouch.
I don't even know what that means.
Seriously.
I can't even
I can't
compute.
Yeah.
Nathaniel Lopez says, "What's up, guys? I'm sipping some Fortaleza Añejo. Cheers." Well, cheers right back at you. Good choice. Good choice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, I missed a comment here from Hattori Hanzo. Says you should have a portrait of Dylan out when he ghosts the live streams. Wait, where's the robot with his face
Seriously,
on it?
we still have it, dude.
Yeah, we should grab that.
We got it, man. We pretty much save all of the Dylan's creations.
Yeah.
Because he's the only one who actually creates things.
Okay, so we got correct here. It was Stoli that bought Kentucky Owl.
Kentucky Owl.
Yeah. Lennox Cat is here. What is up, man? Good to see you. Siyama says, I've seen the 2XO everywhere. Must be a pretty wide release. Lennox Cat says, not feeling really good tonight, so I'm going to listen in. Sorry if I don't respond. No worries, man. Feel better. Rest up.
Yeah, man.
Tis the season.
Down.
Tis the season. And lots of people are getting sick.
Well, there's all kinds of respiratory stuff happening right now.
Yeah.
So be safe, guys. They're calling it, I heard it on the, or I didn't hear it. I saw it like a headline. They're calling it was it triple demic now? Was what I seriously saw that on the headline. I
feel like the news is getting desperate for something.
Yeah, like, wow, okay, this is a new word, triple demic.
Siyama says the beard has made Dutch weak. Yes, I couldn't open the bottle.
True.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah.
I think I know where you're going at with this, though.
Says, damn, Jules, you ripped that open real quick, working out as he. Oh, man. Okay, so hang on, a couple more comments here. Heart Under Blade says, I thought it said Thunderblade for a second. I was like, that's an awesome name. It's still an awesome name, but 22,000 bottles of this, I believe. So I think you're talking about the Siete Leguas, but maybe you're talking about the 2XO.
Maybe the 2XO, yeah.
So specify, please.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get back into this. What are you saying?
So on the second tasting, I do think it's kind of weak up front. And that might be why. I think that's what you're getting at. Well, I'll know. You're saying it's sour, dude, right?
Well, it's like, yeah, slightly. No, not like,
I just think it's weak.
Let me give it another.
But then, like, mid-palate, I get the explosion, you know? So I'm getting, like, the cooked agave, the pepper, even, like a sour. There is a sourness that I'm getting. It's kind of like essence of grapefruit.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like that kind of sour punch thing.
It's a very citrusy kind of thing that kind of goes around the sides of my tongue.
Yeah, exactly. Because it doesn't
totally
go down right.
It's like sour grapefruit. Yeah. It's different. I don't know. I don't know that I love this though.
Yeah.
For $100+ bottle, I don't know. I'm gonna pour myself a little more and let it sit actually because I kind of want to see if it changes as it sits. You want to splash more.
Yeah.
But first taste, I don't. Now
How
I
much?
spilled.
How much is this?
140, I think.
So it is up there.
120 or 140, something around that range. I love the nose.
See, at 140 for
palate-
tequila, though, it's like, is this a special occasion? This doesn't feel like it. It feels kind of weak.
The body's a little bit weak to me.
Yeah, it's kind of thin, right?
And it's the flavor profile is not bad. It's just not everybody's jam, I think. Also, like I think a lot of people, if they spend a lot of money on this, they'd be like, "Why did I spend?" You know, this is kind of almost like a niche type thing. The process and everything sound awesome, but that's all marketing at the end of the day, right? Isn't it?
Or artistry.
I don't know. Let me give it one more sip, and then I'm gonna let it sit.
Open it up. Let's let it open up.
Yeah, tons of citrus.
Yeah.
It's
not like
it's rind.
It's not like exactly. It's not like good citrus. It's like the punchy.
Yeah, it's a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Huh. I will say though, not that I would ever want to make a margarita with this, but this would make an amazing margarita. It really would.
It's funny. I already think I would put this in a Paloma, but it's like, well, I might want to spend $140 to put this in a Paloma.
I mean, if you really want to elevate a cocktail,
yeah,
and you don't care about money, or you can afford this like it's anything, then
like Dylan,
you gotta keep it going.
He is Mr. Moneybags.
He's not even here to defend himself.
He can't even defend it when he is here.
Yeah, I know.
Because it's just true.
Anyway, yeah, this is an interesting one. I mean, I think I wouldn't, if you're new to tequila, I wouldn't start here at all. Man. You know, there's a lot of other Blancos out there that are going to give you a more traditional experience. This is just kind of
more traditional experience, greater value for your money. It's
kind of experimental.
Would I even recommend this to a connoisseur? I don't think so. That's the thing.
Not
guys.
Based on this experience I'm having right now.
Yeah.
Let me go to something else. Let me just see. Let me just see if my palate's really messed up. Let me try this bourbon here.
Yeah, that's good. What was that? What's in that? Oh, larceny
barrel proof. I mean, my palate's a little bit overly sensitive to the spice right now, I feel like. But I'm not getting, like I'm getting the flavor in that.
Yeah.
I can tell what's going on in there and it tastes right. So I don't think my palate's that off.
No, I'm with you though, man. I think initially it's pretty bland.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know that I'd use the word bland. I think it's just different. It's kind of not what I was expecting. It's so
especially not with the nose, because the nose was like
not a lot of sweetness.
No,
really.
But all the common characteristics.
So I think it's like one of those. It's like high on uniqueness, but the balance is off.
Yeah.
Like the balance it's kind of chaotic.
Yeah.
Interesting experience. Are you ready to move on?
No.
Would you like to know more?
Yes.
All right, let's move on to the next bottle. What did we say was next? Oh, Gatsby. Yeah.
The Great Gatsby.
All right, so I'm going to be careful with this. So we're going to get this open and poured, and then I'll check back in with the chat. So you're supposed to open it like this. It like does the thing like that. But see, this one came off.
Yeah. So we did not get that experience.
Yeah. And then the other thing, so when I tried to, it's supposed to be connected to the bottom of the box, like this one is. And I tried to pick this up the other day and it just went like that. I was like, oh crap. And it almost like, anyway, you see the problem here. So I'm a big fan of the nice boxes, but not if they're this flimsy, man.
Yeah.
Just don't even bother.
Well, this was, I think someone screwed up in I think we got a lemon on the manufacturer.
No, you can see the bad, it's double-sided tape.
Look at that.
You know, Ross and Squid.
Dude, you know what this feels like?
Double-sided tape.
It feels like a porch pirate returned it, tried to package it together again, and used double-sided tape.
I think I got the reject box.
Yeah,
they're like, oh, this dude doesn't care. Yeah, see.
That's gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, don't bother.
Okay, so yeah. Sorry.
But anyway, that's how you're supposed to receive it. So
but I mean, come on, for $150.
Dude, sometimes you don't get a box at all, right?
Right, but like I'd rather have cheaper whiskey and no box than they spend some money on that thing.
But look at this bottle, man.
This is beautiful.
It fits,
Looks Gatsby. You know, we always said that the Remus collection or the Remus design did look very Great Gatsby-esque, and they're really leaning into it with this. I think it looks awesome.
Yeah.
What a great looking bottle.
Yeah.
So yeah, cask strength at only 48.9% alcohol. 97.8 proof, 2020 limited edition release. I'm burping, sorry. 15-year-old straight bourbon whiskey. Yeah, it's really nasty, actually, sorry. They got a whole story on the back here, how a great sip of something legendary. How about, I'm not even going to try to read this because it's just, the words are not coming out right. Let's just drink it.
Wow. Well, we got to open it up. So let's open it up.
Okay.
A legendary sip.
Oh, I like the stopper. Let's see if it's heavy. Let's see if the weight is good. Oh, okay. Yeah,
It's got the weight. Oh,
that's legit.
Yeah, guys.
But it looks like they should have continued the gold on the bottom side. Oh, no, I see.
No,
it's like
like a rubber cap.
Oh, yeah. And it comes right off.
Yeah.
Cheap.
No, you get a little flange, man.
Okay. So, yeah, this one I think caught some eyes because 15 years old. And the most recent Remus repeal, batch 6, I think a lot of people felt was a little lackluster, and people were saying, "Well, did they just put all the good? Did they put all the good juice into this Gatsby release?" I don't know. Well, let's let this sit. Checking with the chat. Let's see here. Okay. Austin Ludwig says,
busy.
I can blame you guys for my Doors 32, Tears of Llorona, and Fortaleza purchases. All I can say is thank you.
Dude,
awesome.
Those are the top, man.
Yeah, you picked the best of the best.
Exactly.
Let's see here. There's another. Siyama says, going to say it, I think Fortaleza is overrated. Comes across as very earthy and justified by coming in third in the blind that they did a month ago. Yeah. It is a earthier flavor profile. And I think more than overrated, I find it overpriced.
I think it's becoming overrated because now it's overpriced.
Yeah, and I think
seriously, dude, when it was like at the sweet spot, right? Like sub 40s even. I mean, dude, that was a steal. That was a bargain.
What a bargain.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, seriously. Now, though, I think,
well,
it's getting to there at those levels, and it's getting hard to find, which sucks because it used to be everywhere.
But I will say, you know, he's talking about our blind, and we did recently film the Reposado blind, and I will say, maybe you're
watch that.
I won't say any more than that. But that should be coming.
See, it's funny. I say that.
I don't know when.
I don't even remember the results of that.
Really?
So, no. We did a lot of drinking.
Well, I won't tell you either then.
I'm just trying to promote it.
Yeah, 144 Blanco. It is a Blanco. Okay, Conju says, I'm from France. I like your channel. I have bought 2 bottles of Doors 32 in Andorra, a little country between France and Spain. This country is tax-free. That's pretty awesome. I know where Andorra is, yes. But yeah, Doors 32, did you like it?
Yeah.
And, you know, thanks for checking in with us from France.
Yeah.
Appreciate you joining the conversation here.
Yeah.
I was in Paris.
Yes, you were.
Over Thanksgiving, and it was very fun. I bought some.
Yeah, exactly. Tell us what you got.
I bought some Nika 12 year because you can actually find it there.
And tell us what else you always buy whenever you do international travel.
Bland's Gold. I didn't buy that this time. I didn't.
I thought you did.
No.
Oh, what trip was it? Was it? I thought there was a trip recently where you bought, like, you restocked on.
No, I ordered it.
Oh,
yeah,
that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Okay, so Ben H says, how does it compare to Fuente Seca Concecha 2018? I like that. I like the Fuente Seca way better, personally.
Yeah. I mean, you could tell from our reactions to it, like, there was something off.
Yeah, I mean, that one grabbed me right away. I mean, to me, it was like a great mouthfeel, sweeter. So it's hard to compare. Like it's a little bit literally apples and oranges because the Siete de Leguas is so citrus and the Fuente Seca is just so
but it's
sweet.
Like that punchy sour end of citrus.
And it's not balanced enough for me. Anyway.
But we'll see. I mean, we're letting it open up a little bit longer, you know, come back to it.
Nico says, I passed on the 2XO and I'm regretting it.
Ooh.
Yeah, we'll try it in a second.
We'll let you know
our thoughts
if we do. Agree.
Okay. Let's see. So JP says, Criollos are all marketing. There's no such thing. It's just blue Weber agave that is starved and away from the main fields. Okay. Yeah, they say it's like
is
the
that
wild
how they get it, like, dwarfed because they're not feeding it?
Yeah, I guess. Well, yeah, there's I think so. The Kaya 23 one, I'm trying to remember the story, was that they had a bunch of these growing randomly in their fields, and they weren't harvesting them because they were like not with the main crop or something. Right. And then they decided let's just see what they taste like. So they harvested them, and whatever it was about that batch was really, really good. I've never had it. I don't know if that's actually true. No. And I think it's kind of become a thing now. So
let's make it an official process.
The Leguas one didn't blow me away. So you may be onto something there, JP. All right. Wow, yeah, you guys are blowing up the chat today.
Seriously. Thanks. We're trying to keep up.
David M says, you're saving me money on the Siete Leguas. Thanks. Yeah, I was really excited about this one. Maybe my expectations were too high because I did kind of build it up, but you didn't have expectations, right?
Oh, no. No, but I was excited for it.
You just like the bottle. The presentation.
And the story behind it. It's like, okay, because I'd never heard of that before. Then kind of disappointed.
Yeah. DeWalt says, any info on tequila single barrels? See Double Tequila store picks often. I mean, it's I've had some of them. Yeah. And sometimes I've had like a G4 pick. I've had the Tequila Ocho Añejo picks are really cool because they're high proof. They're like 110 proof Añejo, which is really unique. It's kind of like bourbon single barrels. There's a little less consistency. I think they're just kind of fun. I haven't come across any that I'm like, oh my God, seek these out no matter what. But I think we're going to see a lot more of them in the coming year.
I mean, I think you predicted that or whatever. Isn't that your thing?
Has that podcast come out
2023? No, it hasn't, but that's a hint. We check out podcasts.
If it ever major podcast
platforms out there.
That's Dylan's fault.
I know. Seriously. We've been slacking, admittedly. But we do have some new episodes coming soon.
Linux Cat says, I bought Tears of Yorona, Fortaleza cask strength. Fortaleza. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Still strength. Doers 21 through 32. Wow, I remember this. Based on this channel, all good purchases. Well, thank you as well.
Doers 21. Now, we were at the
Vegas
Whiskey Fest event.
And they had the Doers 21.
They only had the Doers 21.
That was the best.
And that was the best part they had
so quickly.
And they were, exactly. They didn't even bother bringing the Doers 32.
Yeah, by the time I went to the Doers booth, all they had like the 19 and the 18 and the 12, I think. And
so you didn't get the 21?
No. Did you?
Yeah.
How'd you like it? I've actually never tried it.
It was...
it's a far cry from the 32, right?
Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, the 32 just hit everything right.
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
But see, that's what was frustrating, right? Because the 21 they billed, or did they bill it as this is the VIP pour only? I can't remember. I thought they did for the 21.
I think so.
Yeah.
And I think they only had like one or two.
Right.
Because those are small bottles too.
Yeah.
I wasn't rushing for that to get that one. I was really pissed off that Suntory did a bait and switch. They're like, we got Yamazaki 18, Kushu 18, all this great stuff, and they had Toki. Like only
Toki.
Ridiculous.
Toki, yeah. Oh.
JP says, smash the like button. Yes. Hit that like button.
Yeah, we're terrible at this, as usual.
Okay.
Hit that.
Let's get into this. It's been sitting long enough.
All right. Nose in.
Gatsby Reserve. Let's try the nose.
That's a lot of dark cherry, man.
That's really good. That's my kind of nose, man. It's rich.
You're getting enough. There's like spice in there. You're getting the cherry.
There's sweet. There's brown sugar. Not overly sweet. More fruit.
More fruit in general.
And oak.
But you do get the spice at least.
Oh, it's not tannic at all on the nose.
Yeah.
I don't know how the palate's going to be, but the nose is wonderful.
Yeah.
That's great.
Wow. It's a great opener.
All right, let's get into this.
Okay.
Oaky.
Now I'm getting the tannic.
It's oaky.
Mostly at the end.
Right in the middle. It's a little drying. I'm getting a lot drying. It's pretty drying. Maybe a little bit over oaked. You think?
Yep.
Let me try it again here. Let me see. Oh, you know, I didn't grab my seltzer water. That's my palate cleanser. Wow, it's super flavorful, but yeah, it just skews towards that tannic, oaky thing. I got to grab some more water.
You know, I am getting. I think once you're so most of the tannic for me happens mid palate towards the finish.
Yeah, I agree.
But I do get a hint, like at least on the front, something sweeter at least.
Yeah, no, the initial palate, it's like cherry pie almost.
Cherry pie, or like I feel something more richer, like a creme brulee kind of thing.
Huh? You're getting the burnt sugar.
Yep. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So after the seltzer water, yeah, a lot of sweet cherry
Up front, though.
sugar right up front.
Yeah.
It didn't hit me as much mid palate, but then the finish is really oaky, tannic, drying, over oaked. You know,
damn it.
it's really oaky. I think with like a drop of water or a couple drops of water, this one could really be, because I mean I've experienced that sometimes where like Elijah Craig 18, for instance, which is always very oaky, a little bit of water in that and it becomes a really, really pleasant sipper. It's just kind of lower
since
proof.
Dylan's not here.
Yeah, since Dylan's not here, we can
might as well do it.
I should have grabbed some plain water too.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, that's my line.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's see. He would be like, "Well, you didn't measure how much water you put in it." I can hear him.
Exactly.
Let me see. Much more manageable. It thins out the sweetness too much, though.
Yep. Basically, I get no interesting flavors up front anymore.
But if we had started with it this way, I think we'd like it a lot more. I'm gonna come back to that.
Man,
we're 0 for 2 tonight, man.
I'm kind of disappointed, guys.
That's all right. We got a lot more to get to here. Let's put some labels on these things so we know what we got here. So this is Remus. So off the top of my head, I would say Remus 5 is definitely better than this. I think I was in the minority of not being over the moon with that.
Yeah, you weren't that excited about it anyway.
I like it a lot. I just, to me, it wasn't whiskey of the year or anything. It just was good. It was good. But it was better than this. So
I almost want to say it's not even approachable.
If you like Elijah Craig 18, you're going to love this. This is probably slightly better than Elijah Craig 18 to me. And I don't mind Elijah 18, and I don't mind this. But that oak
that tannic
is going to throw people off.
Yeah.
And it's weird because I get the oak on the palate. I don't really get the tannic until the finish.
Yeah, but it's like,
it's
overwhelming. Yeah. It's overbearing.
All right. Wow.
Man, guys.
Let's get to our next bottle.
What's wrong with today?
We're going to get poured, and then I'll check back in with the chat. Promise, guys.
Yeah,
sorry.
we got to let it open up a bit.
I don't know, man.
Man.
It's very flavorful. Like I just got it. I got it coming up again here.
Okay.
And there's a lot of flavor there,
so
but
like you regurgitated it.
I did add a little bit of a Connie and Soda Fry burp.
That's probably what the flavor's coming from.
This is why 120 people watching this idiocy.
Flavor. Right? Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Let's talk really quickly. We talked about the 2XO at the beginning a little bit. Dixon Dedman of Kentucky Owl fame.
Formerly.
One of those guys that is a top-notch blender.
Legend blender, man. He got legend status, I think.
Did you get paid off here?
No,
you doing marketing?
We do not get paid over here.
But anyway, this is his new venture. My experience with Kentucky Owl has always been the ones I've tried I thought were very tasty.
Me too.
Way too expensive. Even the confiscated, which I think took a lot of hate, I didn't mind it. I don't
know. I didn't mind some of the pricing's not that bad.
And I thought that one was, if it had been priced $20 left, it would have been a very serviceable whiskey.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how the 2XO.
You're right. It's almost like $20 too much.
So all I know is that it's a double oaked, and I'm not sure about the source. I think it's all sourced from Kentucky.
Ah.
And he does his blends, and I love watching his blending stuff on Instagram.
Instas.
when he posts that stuff. That stuff is so cool. You know, he and Aaron at Smoke Wagon post a lot of their
their process
of blending. It's just so cool to see that. I love that stuff. So
yeah, you can totally nerd out on it.
So yeah,
they
2
do.
times oak. First release. It doesn't say about the sourcing, I think. I thought it was all Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. So it's all from Kentucky. 52%, 104 proof. We're gonna let it sit for a second.
What was that thing with the Phoenix again?
It's just called the Phoenix blend. Yeah, because this is him coming back from the ashes of Stoli.
Dang, as if they're doing poorly.
Okay, let's see here. Where are we? Independent Joe's in the house. What's up, man?
Hey.
Everybody go check out Independent Joe's channel. If there's a mod in here, they can even post a link. But I don't know if we have any of our mods here. So Google it. Sorry, I'm really bad at running things here. Siyama says, are we talking Elijah Craig 18 Woodford Very Fine and Rare 16 Oaky? I would say yes to the Elijah Craig. I didn't find the Woodford Very Fine and Rare particularly oaky. I don't know. That was the kind of oak I liked. Elijah 18, it is single barrel, so I think you have a spectrum of oak with those.
Vary, yeah.
But see, I love the Woodford Fine and Rare.
Me too.
The Gatsby, not as much. The balance isn't there. With the Woodford Fine and Rare, you had such this depth of the spice in that it worked. Gatsby, I don't know.
I'm just getting overwhelmed by the tannic stuff. I can't really think of any other spices.
Yeah, the finish kind of kills it.
I mean, I'm getting the sweetness up front when I do get it, but
yeah, okay.
Kind of weak showing so far, guys. What's going on?
Yeah, Roy, I would say Remus 5 beats Gatsby, if just going off memory. And it is higher proof, so I think in a head-to-head it would probably win too. And it's one of those really punchy ones, so I think it would do great in a blind. I think it does very well in blinds, personally. Let's see. Animated Abraham says, Jules, what are the 10 or 11 bottles you keep on your bar? I've heard you guys talking about it in the past.
It's not even 10 or 11.
What is like 7? There's like 5.
Yeah, exactly.
There's Elijah Craig, B520.
Right.
Makers
46
cask.
Yep.
The Makers release. Oh, you finished that?
Yeah, I did just finish
SC4 PR5.
Yep. There was, what else now?
I know you have a Glenmorangie.
I haven't opened yet.
Okay. You finished all your Cadbull estate.
I did finish finally. Oh my God.
I got a bottle for you for Christmas.
No. Not accepting it. I am Cadbulled out. Not that's open. Oh no, I guess I do have an Antique 107 that is open. Just haven't really pulled that out yet.
Right.
Oh, and I do have, and then also rums, right? So I have
you got
the Foursquare
right.
2008, 2009.
Somebody earlier asked a question about the Foursquare 2010. I couldn't find it here, but we have not reviewed it, and I have not tried it. I know Dylan has a bottle.
Right. I don't think we have it here, though.
He hasn't brought it to the set, so I have not cracked into that. We may try to do a review of that next time we film. So
stay tuned.
We'll see. Unless there's a new Foursquare by the time we film next. We'll see.
Another SAT word.
But we've also kind of promised ourselves that we need to review some other rums.
Yes.
Before we review more Foursquare. So
yeah.
It might be a little while.
Give them a fighting chance.
Is it drying? Yes.
What the heck? Dude, look what Dylan has at his station.
That's his therapy doll, right?
Why is he?
He's got the weirdest stuff over there.
I know, dude. It just fell on the ground. I was stepping on it.
Speaking of which, Trenton says, where's the third stooge? Just picked a bottle of Blaine's Gold. Did you pay secondary? I did not pay secondary. I ordered a lot of the European liquor stores. If you find their websites and they ship to the U.S., prices are generally way better. You're only getting 700,
even with the shipping.
Even with the shipping and the fact that you're getting 700 milliliters.
Yeah.
It's always better to just buy it if you see it in duty free.
Yep.
That's the cheapest way to get it.
Usually when I get it. Or actually, but to your point too, like in a lot of the European liquor stores themselves, it's not overpriced.
No, it's like, it's
60, 70 euros. So
no, it's more 100 these days, 120.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's gone up. It has gone up, but it's still cheaper than in the US.
Yeah. Because last one I bought was like 70 euros.
Yeah, me too. Well, no, not the 2 years ago or right before COVID.
Yeah.
Last time I think I was when I got
crazy.
But that's a guilty pleasure for me. I just love that stuff.
Me too. Golden ponies, man. Golden ponies.
Eric says, really scaring me off the 15+ year bourbons. I mean, you'll even hear the most amazing master distillers say that bourbon hits its sweet spot at like 10 years. And
10, 12 years.
You get any older, and because of the new char barrel, you're going to just get too much of that. I mean, number one,
it makes sense, right? Yeah. It's like you're putting it in there longer, so it's obviously going to get influenced by it longer.
Yeah.
And sometimes too much, right?
Yeah. Tori Hanzo, that bottle looks too extreme. Extreme.
It's the extreme.
All right. Vortex says, Eric Masson, you really have to try older bourbons for yourself. A lot of people don't like them, but I usually love them. Although Pappy 15 was pretty disappointing for me. That one did not impress. Yeah, I like Pappy 15. I was really underwhelmed by Pappy 20. Completely underwhelmed. I would never in a million years buy another bottle of it. But yeah, 15 I liked. For me, 12 years is like 12-year-old bourbon to me. That's
sweet spot.
That's a sweet spot.
I still actually, so that speaking of that, I do have a Pappy 12 that I have not opened.
Nice. You mean a lot B?
Yeah, it's like in the back. Behind the doers.
Vortex, all I know is that I've liked both Wild Turkey's Master Keep 17, Bottled and Bond, and Elijah Craig 18. Yeah, I don't mind Elijah Craig 18.
Me too. I'll drink the EC.
And I liked the 17-year-old, the first Master's Keep, not the Bottled and Bond one. I actually enjoyed that. It wasn't.
I don't remember.
Overly oaked.
We did. Which one did we do?
But that one,
the first one.
Yeah, I don't have the Bottled and Bond one yet. But the first one was a really low barrel entry proof, I think. So I think they only put it in the barrels at like 95 or 97 proof or something like that. And I think that's might be one of those tricks so that it doesn't get over oaked if you know you're going to age it a long time.
Yeah.
David says, 10 to 12 year sweet spot. Agree 100%. Yeah. And even like some 7-year-old stuff is amazing. I mean, I think you get that spectrum from 7 to 12 to 15. And, depending on the climate and the way they rotate barrels and things, you can get all kinds of interesting things happening. Okay. 2XO. You ready to get into this?
Cheers, guys.
Let's check out the nose. I love the color of this thing.
I guess we haven't nosed it yet.
Okay, the Remus definitely had a better nose. More intense. This one's a little subtle on the nose to me.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Dude.
It's like sweet, thinned out honey. It's pretty much the only note I'm getting.
Really? I think you might be dead on. You get like a hint of vanilla.
Yeah, there's some spice in it. Yeah, you're right. Vanilla and honey.
Honey, yeah.
Good combo. All right, I'm going to cleanse the palate before I take my first sip this time.
That's probably a good idea for me, too. I feel like I still got, like, the tannic burn, man.
I see people commenting about the 14-year Knob Creek. I agree. Those 14, 15-year-old Knob Creeks. Well, the barrel picks, like the 120 proof 14-year-olds that we have, oh my gosh, those are incredible. Yeah. But again, it's like, 15-year-olds with Knob Creek, maybe that works better, but 15-year-old, Elijah Craig, 18-year-old Elijah Craig, it's too much oak. You never know. I mean, it's just, there's so much nuance in there. I would just say that the propensity of when you're above 12
word, bro.
years is to become more oaked or over oaked. All right, ready to get into this?
Let's go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oaky, but
fairly oaky on the mid palate.
I'm getting like this
but there's a sweetness enveloping
this milk chocolate thing. Speaking of sweetness, that's what I'm getting.
It's weird. It's like
it's
milk
like a yoo-hoo, dude.
It's like milk chocolate sweetness, but dark chocolate bitterness at the same time.
Yeah,
it's really weird.
Yeah.
All right, let me give it another sip. Yeah. That's very chocolatey. That's interesting.
Oh man, you nailed it with that bitterness though, because
it is there a little bit. It's not as bad as the Remus.
No,
at all. It's actually balanced, right?
More pleasant actually, and
the sweetness is there to balance it out.
Yeah.
So I think
and it's not as drying. Obviously, the finish is kind of short though.
Medium.
Medium chlorine. I'm just gonna say. What was it? I don't even know. Midichlorian.
Wow.
Can't even speak either.
Okay. One of our critiques of some of these newer flash in the pan bourbons has been initial palate hit is good and then everything kind of falls apart. That definitely doesn't happen here.
No.
Initial palate's good, mid palate's great.
There's a lot more depth.
It does fall off a little quick.
Pretty quick, dude.
But
oh my gosh, I'm even getting like a coffee
it's
note.
good. I mean, there's a lot of flavors going on here. It's a little sour at the same time. And the sweetness is not a really rich brown sugar sweetness. It's a lighter.
It's like white sugar stuff.
Thinned out honey, white sugar, kind of more like a sugar syrup.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember how much I paid for this. I want to say.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how much is this?
I want to say 80-ish.
Wow.
Let me look it up. Let's see. What is this called?
2XO.
Here, I ordered it, and it was $100. Which,
man, is it weird? I think I'm gonna say what you said about Kentucky Owl. $20 too much?
I think that was over. Then I think it's supposed to retail for around 80.
Oh, okay, got it.
I think I overpaid a little bit just because it didn't seem like it was going to come out here on the West Coast for a while.
Yeah, so just grab it.
$80. Yeah, you know, you know what I feel like is that a lot of other brands would put out bourbon that tastes like this, or not quite as good as this for $120. I think of like Discovery series, the Bardstown.
Yeah,
this could easily be
$140.
Discovery.
Yeah,
like this would be one of the better ones.
Yeah,
and it's cheaper.
Right.
So, and potentially better than some of those. Yeah, this is enjoyable. I'm digging the nose.
I don't know. Nose is kind of weak though, dude.
It's really easy sipper.
Yes.
You know, it's one of those that if you want to focus on it,
bleep.
If you want to focus on it, there's a lot to unpack. But at the same time, you could just sit here and
definitely and still enjoy it. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think like depth wise, it's there, man.
Yeah. That's
I don't know about balance though. Complexity, high marks. I don't know about balance though.
I think it's not bad. I mean, I think that's what I was saying is like there's some oak in there, but it's well balanced with the sweetness. Like they're weighted the right amount, so you get the flavors of both, but they don't overpower. Like it's not overly sweet, it's not overly oaky.
Yeah.
I actually think the balance is good. Right. I think the palate is the heft is good on the palate. I think the body's good.
This might score pretty high, dude.
Yeah, I could see this being at the very least a very high silver.
Yeah,
maybe a low gold for us.
Wow.
The bottle design, I think, could be a little flashier for Jules.
I don't know. I like me a Phoenix. And he put it all in gold.
Yeah, the thing that bothers me a little bit and that I would appreciate to see is a little more info on what's in there.
Yeah.
Like
at least, especially when you're blending.
At least give us like the age ranges.
Or exactly.
Some information about it. You don't have to say where it's from. Right. But like just I appreciate, I brought up Bardstown Discovery and like I appreciate that they list the different component parts.
Right.
Like where they're from and what their proof is, at least, and their age. That would be really interesting with this to kind of get some info, or I guess not their proof, but their age and like where they're from.
Yeah.
State, what state they're from, at least.
But then that would reveal how the sausage was made.
Okay. I mean, I kind of like to see an ingredient list when I buy food. I mean, even if it's sausage, I can know what the component parts are, the secret sauce, and how much of each.
Man, it's Farmer John's.
Yeah, that's enjoyable. That is enjoyable. I'm gonna give myself a little more.
Nose is its weakest thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back to it, see if it opens up a little more by the end of the live stream here.
We should label this.
Yep, 2XO. You don't want to go with blue?
No.
All right, we got to check back in with chat, but before we do that, let's get our next bottle poured. How about that?
All right.
Which is none other than...
I guess we're doing it.
Jack Daniel's twice barreled American single malt. I asked at the beginning of this, I don't know if this is a single barrel or not. Oh man, Jules, you got to look away or something.
That's what I was trying to do, dude.
There we go. That's what it looks like. And yeah, 53.1% alcohol, 106.2. It does have the sherry cask number and the barrel house. and the bottling date. But I don't have any info if it's single barrel or not.
How much you pay for it?
$88.
Oh.
Yep. I thought I was going to miss out on this one, and I walked into a grocery store in the desert. I was out in the desert.
You know, for
it was sitting on the shelf. I was
right,
like, wow.
you were saying just it's not even locked up or anything,
Nope,
right?
not even locked up, just sitting on the shelf. The lady hadn't even put the price tag on it, and she was there like putting price tags. I'm like, how much is that? And she literally had the price tag in her hand. She was about to put it there. She's like, I'm about to put it on there.
Wow.
88, and there was a whole shelf of them.
I have to say, just hearing of the price thing though, it's not bad. I mean, you have to, I kind of have to hand it to Jack Daniels, right, for a special release.
But you can't
keeping
find
it somewhat affordable.
Yeah,
I mean that's the
luck.
complaint, though, right? It's
dumb luck.
You can't find it.
Dumb luck on my part. Emphasis on the dumb part because it was me.
I don't know, man. Even Stevens over here.
Doesn't mean I'm smart. Just means I'm simple.
But you are lucky.
This is
That's
true.
what it is.
That is true. No, it's just persistence, man. If you walked into as many stores as I did, you would find great things too.
It's true. I just
99% of the time, I don't find
I
anything.
just give up because these guys are messaging me, and then it's like.
Well, the funny thing was, I was like, oh, yeah, I heard this might be at this place. And then, like, the next day, Jules messaged me back, says, oh, I'll go check it out tomorrow. I'm like, dude.
That was as early as I could get up. But yes, that is my fault.
All right, guys. So we're poured on this. We're going to let it sit, open up for a second, and check in with you guys and see
Twice
what's up.
barreled.
All right. Wow. A lot of people in here.
Yeah, it's awesome, guys.
Calumet
Happy
16.
Wednesday.
Yeah, talking about the age-stated stuff and the older stuff. Yeah, Calumet 16, fantastic.
Yes.
Really like that. So good example of an older one there that was definitely not over-oaked.
No.
Yeah.
Calumet 16. Love the 15 as well.
Yeah.
Wait. Wasn't one of them on our leaderboard for a while?
No.
Oh, no.
Or maybe 15 was. Siyama says, if you were to compare how extreme 2XO is, which Fast and Furious does it remind you of? There's just one in Japan.
That doesn't even count, dude. Let's see. Extreme Oak. It would be when they were flying.
I haven't seen all those movies.
Parachuting down. It's funny though, because I was thinking actually of the A-Team remake instead of Fast and Furious.
Liam
Neeson's, man. It's my jam.
Is Hannibal though?
They were freaking flying a tank, dude. Come on.
That's extreme.
It is.
Lennox Cat says the 2022 George T. Stag is 138.7 proof and does not drink anywhere near that high. 15 years, 5 months, and I love it. Not too much oak for me. Yeah, I mean, that's another great example of the George T. Stag stuff. There's always so much spice and sweet that if there is a lot of oak there, which sometimes there is, it's balanced out enough and you don't get any tannic ever. I've never had tannic hits with George T. Stags that I've had. I've not tried the 2022 yet. Really hoping to luck out with it, but
especially Mr. Dillon.
Yeah, Dave. Yes, I am getting a lot of sour notes tonight. I don't know. The 2XO had a little bit of it too, so we'll see if the trend continues.
Yeah,
I've tried to cleanse my palate, so we'll see. Mike Stahl is here. What's up, man? How you doing? Independent Joe, 99 is the MSRP on. Are we talking about the?
Are we
2XO?
talking about the?
Yeah, I think so.
That.
So, so I guess I did pay MSRP for it.
So,
for some reason I thought
that
it
was pretty good then.
was 80.
Yeah.
$100. It's a little high.
That's what's funny. See, I think like because you said 80 off the bat, and I'm thinking it's a perfect pour at 80.
Yeah, it should be an 80-ish.
So give us $20, dude. Oh,
that
was close.
Yeah, I'm gonna move these out of my flailing arm range here. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, retail in Chicago, 99. Kanju from France is asking where do we live? We do not live in Nevada. We live in California, Southern California.
We basically live in Nevada.
But we are in Nevada a lot.
We're there quite often.
You know, Vegas
at least
is kind
once
of
a quarter.
Yeah,
it's not every other month.
Yeah, we're there a lot. We go to Las Vegas.
I mean, it's literally our playground.
It is. But yeah, you might think we live in Nevada because of all the Vegas videos, but no, we do live in San Diego.
All the Vegas? What are you talking about? We just keep talking about Vegas a lot, man.
We've had videos from out there.
Yeah, like 2.
No, we've had like we did a live stream from Vegas on the Strip. You remember this?
No, we did a live stream in
You and I?
Vegas? No, I do not remember. Dude,
I was walking around.
I don't remember anything we do. I pretty much black out every night after we're done drinking.
You went into the Target and bought Uncut Unfiltered. And
I did that blind. I do remember. Because then wasn't there somebody who came up to us after that too, or while we were filming that?
Yeah,
actually,
yeah. The security guard was like,
"What are you guys up to?" Yeah, that's right. I do remember.
Yeah. So anyway, Zane says, "What's some Blanton's gold I will trade for Weller foolproof or antique? I get gold by the case. Oh, once some Blanton's gold I will trade for Weller foolproof or antique. Yeah, I wouldn't trade a Weller foolproof or an antique for Blanton's gold personally. Even though I like it a lot.
You can buy the Blanton's gold too.
Yeah, you can buy it. It's expensive here. But you can buy it. Yeah. The others are just so hard to even find.
Or to Dutch's point, shop online, especially for the European liquor stores.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised the shipping. Well, obviously, wait for the holiday shipping madness to calm down, but may not be that bad.
All right, trying to get caught up here, guys. Roy is saying that rare breed unchill filtered would beat GTS for those who do not like the cherry of Buffalo Trace. That would be an interesting one. There's still that turkey funk that I think some people don't like. So I think it's a preference thing. But that would be a fun one. The proof point too would be kind of off though, because
it's really off.
Stag is so high.
Yeah,
it'd be a tough one to do blind, and I think
it'll blow our palate compared to everything else.
Yeah, it might. But that would be an interesting one.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2XO is 2 times oaked. Yeah, Dylan loves Woodford Reserve batch proof. Absolutely. Siyamas is still the greatest whiskey video of all time. Oh, man. Yeah. Okay, so Lennox Guts is not a single barrel as far as I know. The proof range from 106 to 107. So, yeah, we're at 106.1, I think. 106.2. Okay, so interesting.
Yeah.
And it's also a double oak.
Got it.
Independent Joe's pointing out.
Independent Joe, yeah.
We run the worst
live
channel in the world.
Chat.
We don't know anything about what we're drinking. We're just drinking it.
The CPU obviously knows more.
Of course. Me. Yeah.
Well, that's not like a high bar for me.
It's not that hard. So Tori Hanzo says, for 80, are you going the 2XO Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Rare Breed or 1910, 1920 or Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered? Well, Smoke Wagon I can get for cheaper than that usually.
Yeah, but
Elijah Craig,
if it was also
Rare Breed, price. I can get for cheaper for that. Oh, if they're all the same price? Yeah. What am I grabbing? Ooh. Okay, what are you grabbing?
I think I'm going for the Elijah Craig.
Yeah. I'm going to say something kind of crazy. I might.
Would you go 2XO?
No, but I might actually go Uncut Unfiltered.
Wow.
Just because.
I would have not guessed that. I would have thought 2XO over Uncut Unfiltered.
Nope.
Wow.
I think I like that flavor profile a little bit better.
No way. Okay.
I mean, okay, don't get me wrong. The best batch of Elijah Craig blows all these out of the water, no question.
Yeah.
But some of the batches are kind of lackluster. They're still good.
It's not,
And I feel like
consistent
Uncut Unfiltered,
that's more consistent.
It's more consistent. Yeah. It's a blended product.
No, you're right.
That's
fair.
Is always trying to achieve a specific thing.
2XO just too new then?
I need to spend a little more time with it.
Yeah.
I need to spend a little more time with it.
It's good.
So that would actually be an interesting one to compare blind with some other things that are around that proof, because it's got a lot going on. So good question. I have no good answer for you. Oh, God. Okay. Let's see what else
Man, we are really behind.
Yeah, sorry, guys. Platypus got a Calumet 15 pour right now, actually.
Nice.
Good one. Liam Neeson's.
Yeah. Is my chair.
Kanju says, going to Vegas is my dream. Yeah, man, you got to go sometime.
Yes.
It is like a dream. Jules, you need your Z-Biotics. Oh, we forgot to take Z-Biotics.
Oh.
I forgot to buy more Z-Biotics because they didn't send us any.
Yeah, I know. I thought you still had some.
Nah, I only bought a 3-pack.
We killed it all?
Yeah. Anyway,
Man.
we're not sponsored, which was...
We are not sponsored.
I think some people thought we were being facetious.
Right.
When we were saying that.
But we're actually being legit.
Yeah.
Like,
that's why I was like, I showed the...
Except when we actually do sell out, you guys will know, because I think it'll be like full-on sellout.
What would we sell out to, though?
Everything. It's like, I'll be selling Nikes on this show, and you name it.
Yeah, the platypus says, I remember them trying to find the best bottle and Dutch going on a whole marathon in Vegas. Yeah, I walked like, I was
That's
like 2
right,
miles.
dude. Because you were, and you were on the back roads of the casinos, right?
Oh, that was a comedy.
I do remember that. Hilarious.
Yeah, Jules says, Vortex says, Jules, you guys have done at least 6 videos.
See, the CPU knows how many videos we've done. I don't know.
Oh, man. Yeah, Vortex says, Smoke Wagon is boring. Yeah, I mean, it's maybe. I think it's just consistent.
Yeah.
And if you like that flavor profile, it's awesome to find something like that. But if it's not your jam, it's not your jam.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's necessarily going to win any major awards, but for me, for a daily sipper, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into this.
Oh my God, I can't believe we have not even started analyzing.
How's the nose?
Sherry.
Sherry and...
There is something else.
Grain. It's actually really nice. It's almost like brown sugar in there.
It's like...
wow, the color on
like
this
a
is
malted...
amazing. Look at the color on that.
Oh, yeah. Nice
rich
amber.
Mahogany. Look, it's so much darker just compared to the other things we've had tonight.
Holy, yeah, look at that.
It's like night and day darker. I don't know if that's coming out on the camera over there, but like they are so different in color.
Dude.
And that's probably the sherry.
Right. Just
to some extent, but that's really a good nose.
It's like a light spice thing too.
Yeah.
It is a nice nose.
Is it better than the Gatsby nose? It might be a little bit.
I think it is, dude.
Although my Gatsby's watered down, I forgot.
Oh man, it's opened up.
Sweeter.
It's a lot sweeter.
Right, we're gonna come back to that Gatsby. All right, let's try the Jack Daniel's Twice Barrel.
Cheers. So sherry, it's kind of drying. I'm getting a weird mouthfeel thing.
Okay, it's not just me. It's like I'm going to cleanse my palate and try again.
It's like, I don't know how to describe it other than to say, it's like I'm drinking raw dough. You know what I mean? It's got this heft to it.
The barley thing.
It's got this heft. That's the...
It's a little grainy. I mean, people are saying that these American single malts are like the new thing too.
Right.
It's not bad at all.
It's not bad.
It's just, I don't know where to put this. It's definitely not a bourbon. It's definitely not a rye.
It's definitely a sherry something.
It has a little more spice than I would expect from a barley-only mash bill. Let me get another sip.
It's not that, but I see what you mean. More spice than what you would expect. Yeah.
I mean, like compare this to a Scotch.
Yeah.
This tastes more like an American whiskey than a Scotch, still, which is really interesting.
Yeah. I can't get over this mouthfeel thing though, dude.
Yeah, there's something there. There's something like a unbaked bread, doughy
it's like
kinda,
dough. That's all I could think about.
I think it's a grain, like a fermented grain thing you're getting.
Okay. Is that what that is?
It feels like it needed to stay in the barrel. Not the sherry barrel any longer. It needed to stay in the original barrel a little bit longer. And I think they might have something here if they had done that. Huh. That's interesting.
This is...
Is this the future? Single malts?
I think it is, dude.
Really?
It's like what IPAs did to beer.
No, I don't know.
Yep.
See, I still think that's peak.
I feel it coming.
In Scotch.
I feel it coming, man.
I like the nose better than the palate.
And I'm talking more of just on saturating the market though with it.
I feel like my palate doesn't know what to do with this. But I like drinking it. Strangely, like it's.
Oh, I want
to keep going for more because I'm really trying to tease it out. There's sweetness here. There's a grain component here. There's a spice component here, and they're very different. Like
different ranges of them.
They don't taste like any of those things you would get from a bourbon,
right, yeah,
or a rye, or a scotch. But it's like some mixture of all three.
True.
You know, no peat, obviously, and no smoke, but it's intriguing. I'm on the fence.
This is like a. Well, I don't know.
Dylan would say it's academic
pure. It's exactly what I was going to go. Like this is pure academic study. Me too.
Yeah, I think you'll like it a lot because the proof is nice too. Like you can taste.
It's funny. I think speaking of Vegas, because I just think of it for whatever reason, if I got this handed to me for free while playing video poker, I'd be like blown away.
I was thinking this would be a bottle I would take with me to pour in the room for myself.
Like, seriously, this is I think I would be like so blown away. Like what did I do to deserve this kind of
thing? If you were served this completely blind, you had no idea what somebody poured for you, you would be there like, wow, what is this? Like this is
if I had to like go into Mad Madness action and I had to think of like what I would price this at. Well, what would I price this at even?
Oh yeah, geez.
I think I might say like this might be $150 bottle. There's so much happening, dude. I mean, once I pick out the sherry, though, that'll be like, okay, I get the game.
I mean, the finish is great. Like, everything is like, there's no bad things in the palate. There's that slightly
the mouthfeel thing is the only thing throwing me off.
There's a grain component, but it's not like a young...
But it's not off-putting.
It's not like a young rye or a young bourbon. It's a different kind of grain thing.
Yeah.
And it's good, I think, but...
Weird.
Okay, let's check in with the chat. Let's see if they think we're crazy yet.
Yeah, since we talked too much through that one.
Yeah. All right.
Dude. At the
Dorian says this conversation is a cautionary tale of what whiskey does to the memory. Jules, what live stream in Vegas?
Exactly.
Like, how do you not remember that, dude? That was one of our most epic live streams.
It takes a while for the neurons to reconnect, all right?
So people are saying they would pick ECBP out of that list that we were posed.
Our $80 challenge.
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah,
that's a great, like you framed it perfectly.
Rocket Boy says ECBP, Jules, my man. How do you even relate to this Dutch guy? Sam Gibby said of Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered, they all vary. My most recent bottle is 2 ethanol forward. Yeah, they do vary. To me, they just seem to vary in intensity of flavors, but I feel like a lot of the components are the same. Like some of them will have a little bit more of the spice, some of them have a little more of the sweet. I don't know. I will admit that is a weird opinion to have, but I do enjoy that. I enjoy that flavor profile, and I enjoy that variability in those for some reason. And I think it's just I enjoy sipping on that bottle so much. I don't know why.
It is good, dude.
But that being said, I understand that if I were to sit down and score it, it wouldn't score particularly high.
Oh yeah, and I feel like it would vary so much too from bottle to bottle. So,
but I think I think everybody has those things where they know, okay, this isn't objectively the best whiskey, but I just enjoy drinking it. Right. You know, it's an intangible.
Yeah.
And some of that is
that like Dylan with Eagle Rare?
That's in projecting or something. Yeah. I don't know what it is. Jack W says, haven't been able to find the Jack Daniel twice barreled, so settling for some Glendronach 12 as a sherried consolation prize, right? Mm-hmm. Glendronach 12 is amazing. I've just been cracking into my bottle of the Glendronach 21, the 2022 release, which apparently is the oldest it's ever going to be.
Right.
I have a lot to say about it. I don't know if we're going to do a video on it, so I don't want to. I don't want to give away too much.
Or maybe we'll tease in a podcast.
Yeah.
Oh no, you already cracked open.
I already drank it. Yeah. So. But it's. I think they're definitely chill filtering the 21 because I think last year they took away the chill filtration, non-chill filtered language, but I think last year's wasn't. At least I don't remember it being this bland.
Wow.
So
enough said already then.
Still tasty. Don't get me wrong, but Like I said, I think there's a lot to say about it. I think we're going to probably have to do a video comparing. I think we have the 19, 20, 20, and 21 releases.
Sweet. Yeah.
I think that'd be a fun one to do. So
yeah.
maybe even blind.
Ooh.
Wow.
Which Dylan will get 100%.
You have a bottle of that.
Yeah.
You have the 19, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know if we have a 19 at the set here, so we need to
bring mine.
Don't throw it away. Here we are planning our next filming session, guys.
Which won't happen really until like mid next year.
Animated Abraham says, what's the better value, Knob Creek 10 single barrel or Calumet 15? I think you mean the 9-year single barrel, right? What's the better value? Well, the Knob Creek, if you're talking about the 9-year single barrels, that's definitely cheaper, like substantially cheaper than the Calumet 15.
Yeah, I mean, Calumet 15, you're paying like, what, 180?
No, you're paying 120 maybe.
Yeah.
The Knob Creek 9s are like $40, right? Less $30, something like that. So
it's apples and oranges.
Yeah, and they're different flavors to me in my head, so that's a tough one to know.
Yeah.
But I would, put it this way: you can probably buy 3 or 4 bottles of that Knob Creek for the price of one Calumet 15.
Yeah, but for my money, I'm buying the 15. Or pony up, get the 16 instead.
So Vortex, we're still on this uncut, unfiltered. Smoke Wagon just isn't complex enough, in my opinion. Just caramel, vanilla, and not much else. So I get a lot of grain, and I get other sugar components. And it's weird because I normally don't like a grain hit in my whiskey, but in that one, the way it's done, I don't know.
That's what it is too, right? Is how it's presented. So
yeah, too expensive for what it is, in my opinion. I think it gets marked up a lot. I don't ever spend more than like 60 to 65 to 70 on it, and at that price, yeah, I'd say borderline. I have to agree with you on that. Okay, Independent Joe says they use wet Oloroso sherry casks, so that's probably why we're getting such a heavy sherry influence and so much color.
It is dark, man.
All right. Let's see here. Stop trying to make American single malts happen.
Excuse me. Sorry, guys.
Okay. Let's see. Where are we here? Josh Jones says, stoked that the Jack Daniel's Rye special release from 2020 is soon to be a regular release. They got that one right for sure. Yeah, that was a really nice one. I didn't know that was going to become a regular thing, so that's
good to hear.
Okay. Hattori Hanzo says, no more carne asada fries before live streams for Dutch.
They are his go-to.
Hattori Hanzo also says, I've been dipping my toe into Westland and have been really impressed with single malts a la America. Yeah, the Westland stuff I've had, I've actually really enjoyed as well. This is nothing like that.
America. No.
Those taste more like Scotch.
Scotch, yeah.
This tastes like...
I don't even know how you can categorize this, actually.
I agree. It's like...
It's a thing.
It's like if you tried to make a non-peated Scotch taste like an American whiskey.
I think that's the only way you can describe it, just non-peated Scotch.
No, but then somebody tried to make it taste like a bourbon or a rye.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I don't know what they did to do that, but it worked. Okay. Oh, man, you guys are just talking like crazy on it. It's awesome. Okay.
You know, I think I really like this.
I do too, and I hate to admit it.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-oh, we got a
just like cleansed. Uh-oh. Whoa.
Oh, it was automatically hidden, so you guys can't even see it.
Nice. Dude, there's no way we're that popular.
I'm going to ban this person. How do I ban? Oh, I almost made them a moderator.
Whoa.
Put user in time. Oh, hide user on this channel.
Oh, Siyama saw it?
No, yeah, one of them got through.
Oh.
There we go. Yeah.
Right. They're those bots, man.
Yeah, Linux Cat, I think you got it there with there's something I think it must be that first new oak thing that they're doing. Because there's a lot of that traditional American whiskey kind of flavor in there. And when I say American whiskey, I mean like bourbon or rye. I mean, it's God, I'm with you. I kind of like this. I kind of want to keep drinking it.
Dude, I'm almost done with mine.
So the question I have, it's good, is will it become overly sweet with time? So I'm going to pour a little more, and I think we need to let this one sit.
Yeah.
And let's get into our final pour of the night. Wow, you killed yours, huh?
I told you, man.
Let's label this, set it aside.
This is a gold.
You know what?
This is a gold.
It might be.
But it's funny. I think it might lose in a blind.
Well, what would you blind it against?
Yeah, that I don't know. That's the thing. If you,
I don't know what you would even compare this to. Like, you couldn't compare it to a Scotch.
No.
And maybe like a sherry finished bourbon, but most of those I don't like. This finally there's an American whiskey finished in sherry that actually works.
Yeah, exactly. Great way to put it,
Angel's
man.
Envy.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, that was surprisingly good.
I would have not have guessed that to be the best pour so far. Oh, all right.
This is your birthday present, or your Christmas present. Sorry, this is Jesus. Sorry, too soon. Yeah, surprise.
Wow.
What did Dutch buy for Jules for Christmas?
Thank you, Dutch.
You didn't know this was going to happen.
No, I did not know this was going to happen, other than now I feel embarrassed because it's like, I didn't get Dutch anything.
It's all right.
Dude, thank you. So, should I open it now?
It's your present, dude. You can do whatever you want.
All right. I'll share it with you guys.
I'll start. It's actually kind of funny because I don't think John's even watching, but I got him the exact same thing.
Oh, awesome. Whoa. When did they come out with this?
They didn't. It's a curated collection.
Huh.
From
check it out.
the
guys.
Maison du Whiskey in France when I was there.
Holy
They have a little box set here.
That's so cool.
That you can't see.
Oh, it's not focusing. Fuck us.
It likes Jules' face too much. Okay, well, if you could see that, it'd be really cool.
Yeah. That's really neat.
Yeah. Yeah, it just loves your face.
All right, now I'm off camera.
Let me get there. Let's see if it fixes it. There we go. So this is a collection of Japanese whiskeys. It's a Miyagikyo 10-year, 12-year, 15-year, and then the Yoichi 10, 12, and 15 years.
That is so
you can kind of see the progression. You can taste through the progression of it.
Yeah.
And yes, I did get the same thing for Dylan.
So Dylan doesn't watch this anyway.
Yeah, he doesn't watch it anyway, so he won't know until I give it to him.
Dude, so cool. Thank you.
So yeah, enjoy.
Holy, I will.
Give us your tasting notes.
I will not do that. I'll just enjoy. Very neat, dude.
Yeah, I saw that sitting there. I was like, okay, this is really cool.
That's like a good find.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hope you enjoy it.
I will.
All right, let's get to our final pour.
Are we putting this to a vote?
We're going to put it to a vote. Do you want to start the poll?
Yeah.
And we'll start listing what we got, because I got a bunch of stuff. I don't know how many things we can fit in the poll, but we got Kirkland, the 19-year-old Speyside single malt, which I still have not cracked open. So that's one. We got North Star. This is an independent bottler. This is a Tormore 27-year. And Tormore is not a brand, a distillery that releases its own stuff. It's usually used in blends, I believe, of Chivas blends. But I recently had a Tormore independent bottling, and I really enjoyed it. So I found this one. That's a 27-year, 51%. Great looking bottle there. Tormore, Tormor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was
we got Old Carter. This is the Old Carter Kentucky Straight Whiskey, batch 3.
What's the proof?
High. I don't know what it is.
It is
131.
130. Yeah, you got it.
Glendronach Cask Strength, batch 11. Another new bottle there. Have not cracked into. And do we have space for one more or not?
I can't add another. It's only 4.
Oh, so this one will have to wait.
Oh.
Unless we get through
Or we just tell them to... Oh, no, I guess we won't be able to count it. Right?
Yeah, this one won't... if we finish this and we still want to do one more, maybe we'll do the Nika 21.
We just end on it anyway.
I will save it for another night.
True.
Okay, guys, so
all right,
vote
is up.
Vote is live. We got, again, Kirkland 19, Speyside, single malt Scotch, Costco Scotch, Tormore 27, Old Carter American Whiskey batch 3, and Glendronach Cask Strength batch 11. Batch 11, yeah. And the cask strength releases, they are still doing non-chill filtered and no color added.
color.
And this one is at 59.8%.
Ooh.
So a nice high proof point on that. Let's check in with the chat. I read a comment and somebody said the word crap. Siyama said, "Oh crap, a Japanese whiskey. That looks great." All right, let me scroll back up here to see what I missed. Yeah, now we've made it. Big time bots.
I know. What's up with that? It's like there's no way we're that popular.
Says, if we need more mods, I'm available. Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah. Linus Cat is now a wrench.
Did you make him?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Dude, no, I'm watching the poll. Because Old Carter is in the lead right now. And Glendronach. Oh, getting close right in there.
You are now a wrench. So you can help us. We always need help.
Yes.
And you are an old friend.
It's almost like we need, we also need someone to just help set up.
We need somebody to come to set
up. Our audio is terrible. All these audio problems.
Okay. Josh says we need a blind of all the Jack Daniel's special releases for sure. That would be an interesting one. Yeah.
Oh.
Vortex says, interesting thing about American single malts is that they only have to be 51% malted barley and have to be aged in new charred oak. Yeah, it's an interesting category. That's fascinating. I'm intrigued. I'm not sure how it will go. Okay, well, let me see. I'm trying to get caught up here.
I'm actually surprised there's a Kirkland note. So, let's see. Taking a look at our poll while Dutch catches up. Old Carter still in the lead, man. 40. So 10% lead over Glendronach.
Oh, wow. So Eric says an interesting question here. Have you ever thought of doing a blind ultimate spirits competition? Have a production assistant choose from from some pre-selected bottles and pour the drams you guys score without label bias?
We have thought of that.
Absolutely. I think it'd be great.
I've always said getting that assistant.
Bourbon Blind has, and I said this back when we had Bourbon Go. Like I was like, they just have the best concept ever.
Yeah.
Because they have no idea what they're drinking and they score it. And so part of me is like, well, they're already doing that.
Yeah, that's what we want to copycat.
But also from a production perspective, it's so ridiculous for us to try to do something like that because even if you know what things are being selected from, then you're kind of thinking, oh, well, I know all the things that we put on the table over there. Which one did they grab? And then you start kind of doing the math in your head. Now, if we had somebody that was sourcing all the bottles for us and knew what we would want to do is from a release schedule and they could do it, then totally, it would definitely be better.
See, that's why it works for me because like I don't even know what half the stuff they buy, even though they tell me in the chat.
We could just have a blind for Jules, but nobody wants to see.
Yeah, who'd want to see that?
Oh man. Dave says say mod and Cheech appears. Oh yeah, Cheech is in here. All right, Cheech. Thanks, man. Thanks for being in here, man. You're always an awesome help. Platypus. Yeah, part of it is we do the value and aesthetics, which of course we could do that after the bottle's revealed, maybe.
Yeah.
So I mean, we've thought about it. It's mostly just a production. It would be
then we don't want to copy the other channel though, man, because they got to figure it out.
Is it Bourbon Blind?
I thought it was.
Yeah, it is, right?
CPU, let us know.
am I saying the wrong channel? Now it sounds wrong. It's one of those things like because
it's like we use it as like our own thing too. So,
all right, let's see. Looks like Nika. Oh, it was. It was Yoichi. Yeah.
Yoichi.
The Yoichi and the Miyagiki.
Miyagi-Go.
Tori Hanzo says, great gift, Dutch, but Dylan might say that's racist.
So true.
It's like you know us.
Exactly. Too well.
Oh, man.
I love it.
Elliot says, nice, I'm drinking the regular Miyagikyo right now. Dylan would be saying I'm saying it wrong, too.
Exactly. I'm sure he would totally, and I know I am, too, and that's why I apologize, but Miyagi-Do.
Rocket Boy says, Dylan and Jules can do a blind review of their Nika gift for the content Dutch, because curious. Yeah. I got nothing. I know what you're trying. I know what you said. I didn't read it the right way, I'm sure. Can you compare Old Carter to 2XO? Old Carter founders used to work with Denman. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I think it's going to be very different. I mean, this Carter's really aged a lot more. Proof a lot higher. I cannot put a sentence together tonight. What's wrong with me, man?
Because we've been drinking now.
It's getting worse. Sometimes it gets better.
Drinking. It never gets better.
Some people are saying Kirkland.
What? No. Well, they haven't voted. Oh, okay. I see.
Josh Jones says, want to see old Carters or secondary prices? I can tell you no, based on the ones I've had.
Yeah, but you could apply that as a blanket statement across anything secondary priced.
Yeah, I think if you've had enough whiskey, you kind of start realizing that too. Like it's just, some of it is you want to chase things because you want to try them.
Right.
And it's like that FOMO thing. If you take all that out of it, like just on flavor alone, it's just like tiny little degrees of better and worse. And people pay hundreds of dollars for it.
The whole purpose of our ranking is to nitpick.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We're going to pick it.
We're going to pick that, Nick.
Oh, man.
All right. Poll's been running. Actually, how long does it take? 6 minutes.
Yes, it's Bourbon Blind. We were right. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and they've been around forever. I mean, I love that concept.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he kind of knows what's in his collection.
You think? You think he's doing the same
I think
now?
it's his wife just grabs one. But sometimes she'll actually just go and buy something.
Right.
So,
exactly.
so I think
I've seen that happen.
It's just great. I mean, I wish we had that. Okay. How are we doing? Are we how long are we let this go? Is it a blowout? Why can't I see it?
It's at
how do you see the poll? Oh, there it is.
10% lead.
Well, the Glendronach making a very good showing.
Yeah.
So we got the Scotch representatives here. We don't have a tequila to see how the tequilas would be doing. But it looks like Old Carter's going to run away with it, guys.
I think so. Let's give it another minute.
1 more minute.
So
guys.
1 more minute. What time is it? I should put the clock up.
Hattori Hanzo says because Old Carter is instant secondary, I would say pass. Yeah. Yeah, it is like one of those Instagram hyped things. Don't get me started on influencers.
Well, wasn't that the whole point of Instagram, actually? It was like for bourbon, actually. I think it was for bourbon hunting. I think it was literally called Bourbon.
You're thinking of that other thing, right?
No, I think it was Instagram.
I think it just happened to be called Bourbon.
No, I think it was originally started as like this bourbon hunting app.
Dude, are you messing with me right
now? No, I'm dead
like Dylan in his gold phone.
Yeah. No, I'm dead serious, man. I'm pretty sure
it's gold. Oh no, it's the lights.
Hold on, let's see. Instagram originally called Bourbon. Like I think it's like Bourbon.
Yeah, Sioma, you got it. Whiskey prices rise exponentially for small variances in quality because we were stupid.
Dude, right there. Google it, guys. The first prototype of Instagram was a web app called Bourbon, Burbn, which was inspired by Systrom's love of fine whiskeys and bourbons.
Hey, there you go,
man.
The more you know, that's your curious.
That's our PSA for the day.
You should do a whole series of Jules's
like random
Jules's J drops. Or I don't know. That sounds weird.
That did sound
Jules's bits.
Jules's drops.
Oh, it's like rate my poo.
Exactly.
Oh God! Wow,
so there you go, guys.
Quick. Yeah, Linux Scott says I can vouch for Kyle and Aaron at Bourbon Blind. Great people. They are exactly like you see them on the channel in real life. Yeah, I mean, since they started that channel, I have absolutely loved it. I don't know why it never blew up. I mean, it's the best concept in whiskey tube, and
even playing field, man.
It's fantastic. I think it's because it's too nerdy.
Yeah,
you know, like
so true.
All right, so no question, right?
Yeah,
it's Old Carter,
it looks
guys.
like it's Old Carter, 44%. Oh, yes, I'm in the poll now.
Get in the poll. The people who've spoken
has ended.
We will crack into this. So I rarely come across Old Carter at a reasonable price. And for me, reasonable just means close to MSRP, which is like $199, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's what I paid for this. Should I double check?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's
going to look up
MSRP. For it, yeah. Let's see here. Search for, I just searched my email. That's how pathetic I am because I can't remember anything. Let's see. Old Carter might have been more. It might have been $299.
Dude, it's saying $299.
This might have been $299.
It's MSRP.
Oh, it is? So that's what I paid then. Yeah, I paid $299.
Holy.
Yeah.
Oh, no. $229.
Well, I paid $299.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, this is one of their whiskeys. And I think I think that wherever I bought this from, they had two. They had a batch 3 and like a batch 5 or something. I don't know what the batches are. And I just randomly grabbed this one. So this is, there were 1,446 bottles, 1,446 bottles. It is 65.5% alcohol, 131 proof. It is a straight Kentucky whiskey. So it is all whiskey from Kentucky. It is not a bourbon and it is not a rye, which makes me think there's probably either some rye mixed into a bourbon blend or an American whiskey or a corn whiskey mixed in with a bourbon or a rye. I don't know. Sometimes they give a little more info on what the component parts are, but we're going to try this pretty blind without knowing any of that and tell you what it tastes like.
Something looks weird on that cork.
Yeah, it does look a little weird. I think it's just the air trapped in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks like it was fuzzy, but I don't think I think it's just the air. Might be a little moisture on it. See how wet it is. It's pretty wet.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's tainted, though. Does it smell bad?
No.
Bottles. I mean, glasses. Oh, I got a glass. Bottles. This is a good
kind of night.
Tomorrow's Thursday, though.
I know, dude. Still got to work. Well, Dylan's already on vacation.
I pretty much start. Oh, my gosh, dude. I got so much. You know, the more expensive the bottle, the more I spill.
Mm-hmm. We're just blessing the table.
Yeah, blessed for Christmas. There we go. That's what they do, right?
Like, I know. We got to call Dylan.
Cheers.
Oh, are we just going in this?
No. We should let it sit, right?
Yeah. We're so off on the game.
I'm going to nose it anyway. I don't care. All right, let's leave it there.
It's got to open.
Yeah.
There's like nothing happening.
All right, catch back up here. Are any of those double oaked? Independent Joe. Oh, yeah, we could be on theme if we planned anything around here.
Seriously.
Were any of them double oaked? I don't think any of them were. This would be the most likely one. I mean, there could be a double oaked in here for all we know. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we're not on theme with the last couple. No. I'm so curious about that Tormore. But people don't want to see it. Is this a bear-friendly stream? Bear Doyle wants to know. I think it is. If you're a bear that enjoys whiskey and tequila and rum and all kinds of good spirits, then it's very friendly. And even if you're not, it's still friendly.
Friendly to
David Boyle says, wow, knowledge tonight. Jules random drops. There you go. Jules random drops.
Jules's drops.
Jules's data drops.
Jules's drops. I like how you want to.
It sounds so dirty, man.
It does, man.
Oh, God. Zane Williams says, in the last couple of weeks, my local store has jacked their prices by 15% at least. Yeah, holiday spirit, man. Rip people off.
That's so annoying.
Oh, man. Yeah, it is annoying. Folks, CMI says, folks really should go through the Whiskey Mystery catalog. That's another great channel, by the way. Yeah, I agree with you there. Tori Hanzo still asking for the Run the Jewels t-shirt. Still asking if only for me. Hey, email
Tori
go on Instagram and message Dylan.
Yes.
Dylan_CP and tell him that Dutch and Jules told you to message him and that he should design the Run the Jewels t-shirt, and then maybe it'll happen because he won't listen to us.
Yeah.
Vortex says new poll: Nika 21 versus Old Carter. Eric Madsen says you talk like other channels haven't ripped you off. That's true, actually. You know what? We don't get mad enough for everybody ripping us off.
No one's ripped us off. We rip them off.
I feel like
who else would come up with a gold jacket, gold chalice, and I can't think of anybody who'd want to do that. You know.
The funny thing is, though, I was like
a leaderboard.
I completely believe that all that stuff was just coincidence. Yeah, our leaderboard.
Not like we didn't steal it,
which we ripped off from
Top Gear, but you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't care, man.
Yeah,
it's all good.
It's all part of it. It's all part of the show.
Vortex says, I've never seen a bottle of Old Carter. I don't think they have distribution here. I mean, I rarely see them. And I think most of the ones I've bought have been online. I haven't seen them in shops. Really, really tough to find. Trevor says, are y'all planning a Kentucky trip in 2023? That's an interesting question.
We should.
We've actually been talking about a Scotland trip in 2023.
I know, Scotland.
Which I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I mean, Kentucky would be easier.
I know. I like how we don't yet.
But we tend to go big.
Yeah.
I mean, I go to Kentucky. I've gone to Kentucky so many times. It would be fun.
We got to do the trail, though, man. I mean, we haven't officially done the trail together.
I know.
Yeah.
It would be a great thing to film a bunch of stuff in. Yeah, why not?
Hey, why not?
Hey, we could ask.
Because you know what's going to happen?
What?
I'm like going to go shopping at the Walmart.
And you're going to find like the best thing.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like the best part of that trip. Watch, I'm calling it.
Yeah, it would be fun. It would be fun. Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of family out there too. We'd have a place to stay, and yeah, so it could be cool.
Dylan's got a home out there too. Does he grow horses out there?
Yes, he grows
Pretty
them.
sure he grows them, guys.
He genetically engineers them in his bunker. It's like it's like Alien 3.
Yeah.
He's like cloning Secretariat. Yeah. It's all like weird and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that got weird. Hattori Hanzo, speaking of weird, says, what is hilarious is when the stream started and my wife said, why is that synth so loud? I told her to enjoy Dutch channeling John Carpenter, but with whiskey.
Yes.
High praise.
Exactly.
High praise. Thank you.
Synth.
Thanks. Cheers. You have the most bear-friendly channel. Well, welcome.
We try.
It says the Bourbon Junkies Dan had a gold hat and a gold Glencairn. Yeah. But I genuinely think he just either didn't know or didn't see it because he seemed genuinely surprised.
Too small for him to
He seemed genuinely surprised when he learned that someone had been doing that. Oh, look at that. Zane just became a member. Awesome. Thank you for joining the party, man. Welcome to the family. Livewire Whiskey's in the house.
Nice.
Aren't you just in here as under an alias? But welcome, nonetheless.
Yeah.
Okay, Ralph has a question here. What do you guys think on E.H. Taylor single barrel for $129 at a store today? Buy or pass?
Ooh.
Given how hard that's become to find, if you've never had it, or if you've had it and you really, 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 really like it, maybe. I personally wouldn't, because I used to buy it for $70 back in the day, and I never.
I say I'm going to pass.
I would pass.
I'm pretty much done with the.
But that's also because I've
train.
Yeah, me too. I mean,
guys.
If I found a single barrel at what would I buy it? I would buy it at MSRP, which I think is like what $60, $70 or something.
Yeah.
I think it's okay at that price. It's good. It's actually my favorite of the E.H. Taylor is the single barrel.
True.
Like above, I don't like it as I don't like the barrel proof that much. I don't like the regular small batch.
I think. Oh no, small batch was the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do like it, but yeah. Stahl had to change his moniker. You gotta represent the channel, man. Yeah. I'm sure Cheech will throw in a link. Cheech is still here, so he will throw in a link probably. Unless he's getting ready to go live. I don't know, Cheech, if you're going live tonight. I think you're usually Tuesdays late. I think Mash and Drum is live. I don't know if he's still live, but he had like the guys from one of the whiskey companies on there.
No way.
Bardstown?
On the live? Wow.
Cheech, yeah. E.H. Taylor, which I've actually never had a bottle of that. And that's one of those that I've always heard people have told me you would like that.
Everyone talks about it. I've never tried it either. Actually,
yeah, so. I need to get a bottle of that. I'm going to start hunting for that. Okay. Ready for some old Carter?
I don't know. Because I've been kind of nosing this.
You don't like the nose?
I'm like getting nothing, dude.
I'm pretty
sure my nose is not broken right now.
I don't know, man. I had a sinus infection the last 2 weeks. Yeah, my nose is probably really broken.
Sinus. No, yeah, it's not. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Dude, that 2XO, guys.
This smells like something I've had. What does this smell like? This smells like high-proof young bourbon. Like, it's grainy.
It's really grainy. But that's like the only thing I'm getting. I was trying to tease out something.
No, it smells like Jim Beam. It smells like a Jim Beam product.
Really?
To me. Or like a Jim Beam mixed with a Heaven Hill.
I was going to say Heaven Hill's more closer to me.
No, I'm getting a bean, peanutty thing.
Man, I wish I was getting peanut.
All right. Let's give it a taste.
All right, going in.
Oh,
There's something sharp at the top of the palate for me. I can't pinpoint what that flavor is.
this is so weird.
It's really weird.
The component parts all feel like you should really like this.
Exactly.
To some ways, it's like this is what bourbon tastes like.
Yeah.
But then it's like almost not.
When you put it together
at the same time.
Exactly.
Finish isn't bad. I mean, the flavors are good. The palate hits are all really interesting. I need to give it another taste to kind of get some detail on it. But it's.
I think that's the problem I'm having. I can't.
You would have to shake me and tell me this costs $200. This costs $200.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't believe it. Like I would be like, this is $80,
$30, even bro.
$50 whiskey.
Yeah, sub 50s. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. No, there's more here than a $50 whiskey, I think. But there's not $300 worth of whiskey here.
Maybe 75. I don't know what's happening, dude. That's why I was double checking.
No, there's something here. There's a breaded brown sugar at the beginning. The palate's long. The finish is good.
Okay, first of all, I am not tasting any of the proof.
I'm not either. No, I think
it's not. That's not the issue.
There's something nice in this for sure. It's just not $300 good, man. I don't care what you tell me. Like, there's no reason. I mean,
you know, it's funny. The only word that comes to mind is smooth.
It's a very concise package.
Smooth.
Yeah. It's sanded down. I mean, you can tell it's a blended.
Yeah, it's like a blended product for sure.
Balanced this, and they did a really good job. It's just too much money, man. There's just no way. There's just no way.
I think the problem is like there's not. I don't even know what the anchor is.
It's like quintessential bourbon flavor. You know, it reminds me of Woodford, honestly, with a little bit more sweetness.
Sweeter definitely than Woodford,
but it's like that. It's hitting a lot of those points, but then I kind of feel like it's like replicator.
Yes,
bourbon.
It's like,
but a really good job. Like they did a really good job, but it
does feel like this is like engineered.
Yeah,
you nailed it, dude.
But this is really good.
It's good.
And if this was like $100 bottle, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I get it. Like, I'll put Bardstown Discovery Series up here again. This could easily be a standout in that.
Like, the problem is I have like Dylan in my head and it's like, who is this for? I don't get it. I mean, speaking of academic exercise.
Yeah, there's not
enough happening here.
There's not enough depth to the flavors to me. They're very
at 131?
I'm going to come back to it in a second. I'm going to check with the chat. Sorry.
Sorry, guys. Confused, man.
So MSRP people were asking, I don't know what the actual, I thought it was $199. Dave is asking her, but then Jules was looking it up saying it was $299.
The thing I saw on Google was like $229.
But they have different releases.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
They've got the bourbons, and they've got the ryes, and then they've got these Kentucky whiskeys. It's somewhere in the $200 to $300 range.
Yeah,
we'll put it that way. Cheech says $200, which I had thought always it was $199, but I've never really seen it for that price. And again, like I said, $299 is what we paid for this. Even at $199, I wouldn't buy this again.
$199 time, man. Yeah, I mean, again, I do see $199 to $229 right now.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I just don't know, man. Cheech says, come to Florida for my meetup. Come drink my whiskey. Tell everybody about your meetup, man. What's going on, dude?
Yeah. Where in Florida? And
unless you don't want the CPU to attend.
Where and when?
A bunch of hooligans if you invite the CPU.
More like if we just showed up.
You can't invite Jules to a party like that.
I love going to Florida.
I've never been to Florida. It's one of the few states I've never been to.
Whoa, weird.
Yeah, I've been to almost every other state except for Alaska.
I'm missing a lot of the middle stuff. Like Kentucky.
I just got that as one. Just kidding. I've done a coast-to-coast road trip. So I did like the south route going up and the north route coming back and stuff. So
yeah, right.
I've at least been through a lot of states.
Oh, I've been through a bunch of states. Texas is freaking forever. It's a long drive.
Okay, so a lot of people like the E.H. Taylor, it looks like. David says, E.H. Taylor small batch versus single barrel unless a store pick, even at MSRP for me.
Mm.
You mean it's better than the single barrel, the small batch, or the single barrel? I prefer the single barrel, but
Yeah.
So Vortex says, is Old Carter just a hype wagon? Josh says, why are these so expensive? I don't have answers for either of you guys, unfortunately. Vortex, yeah, is it just another whiskey that noobs like because it's smooth? I could see that. Like if you haven't tried a lot of whiskey,
like I said, it's,
and you try this, and you're like,
and like at 131 proof,
and then you think you're a baller.
Yeah, exactly.
You think you're like
I can handle. Yeah,
maybe that's why Dylan.
That's probably so true, dude. Because you would be Mr. Badass, honestly. Like, oh yeah, I can down 131, no problem.
So I think for the CPU, which generally are people that are well versed in whiskey, or at least are on their journey to becoming well versed in whiskey, don't lose your mind over this stuff.
I feel like this is a hard pass.
Yeah, at the prices that it's available for, it's totally.
You're not missing anything.
There's a lot of other bottles you're going to want to spend your $200 on.
Yeah,
multiple bottles that I think you would probably get more enjoyment out of. I'm not going to say this is bad whiskey. I don't think it's bad whiskey at all.
But I'm just even like I said, from like Dylan's lens too. Like, who is this for? Just academically speaking, I'm not even sure what I'm getting out of this. That's unique and different of an experience.
I mean, it's
at $300, dude.
You taste it and you can tell.
Or $200.
You can tell that somebody put work into this.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm getting that.
And so it's either like, I feel like you either have to be very junior or like very, very senior to appreciate this. And if you're very, very senior, you're going to also be very jaded like us, and you're going to be like, I don't want to spend.
I'm totally jaded on this.
The only complaint I have with it though is the price. Like if this was a $50 bottle, I'd be like, yeah,
oh, that's a steal. I would even go as high as $150.
Exactly, which is very close to MSRP. That's close to MSRP.
No, that's another $50, dude. That's not very close.
Okay, yeah, all right. Math not my strong suit.
No, you're just balling like Dylan over here. Dutch rising the ranks.
Whatever. This YouTube money about this, I think. That's about how much we earn.
That's all. Yeah, exactly. There goes 2 months.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, let's check back in with chat, and then we'll do a little bit of a recap.
They might be really mad at me, dude, because
I don't think our chat's gonna mind.
Oh, guys, I don't know.
Let's see. CM says, I assume this is another brand that pays Whiskey Tube folks. I don't know what it is.
No, you know why? Because the hype train does feel like that.
I see it more on Instagram, I guess.
The hype train feels like that, dude.
And I think at MSRP, if I were to say this is $199, it's great whiskey.
It's good.
And there's plenty of stuff that people overpay for today.
Yes.
I think the main issue I have with it is that I had to pay $300 for it. And I don't feel satisfied.
Yeah.
At $199, I'd feel a little bit more satisfied. So I think it's my only real complaints are price. Like I think the whiskey is tasty. There's nothing I can't complain about it. There's nothing really.
But it's not great.
No.
And I feel like
it's not $300.
But even at $200,
yeah, it's still too high.
It's
yeah. I think like you said, $100, $150.
Yeah, it's a steal. Yeah.
Not bad.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
This is not going to play well.
All right. Roy says, Bourbon Judge raves about Old Carter. Well, there are a lot of Old Carter releases. We should also point that out. But of the two that we've opened on the channel, one of them was the Bourbon that I thought was just boring and uninteresting and tasted like Dickel. That was not good. And I've had another pour of one of the older batches in a bar, one of the bourbons. Again, it was kind of like this. It was good. It actually had a really nice, better mouthfeel than this. Yeah. I don't know which batch it was.
But dude, how much was that shot?
But again, like, it was when we were in New Orleans, we got it. I think you tried it.
Oh, that must have been like under 30.
I think it was 25.
Yeah. Okay, so that was not bad then.
But again, it becomes a price thing. I think there's other things at this price range that I would rather spend my money on. So
you can get multiple of.
And Vortex has a good point here. Anything that price should have an age statement.
Yeah. Yes,
I agree with
that.
Here's Cheech's info on his meetup. St. Augustine, Florida, March 3rd through 5th, 2023.
Nice.
More info at whiskeyencore.com.
All right, guys, go there.
Check it out. March 3rd through 5th.
Ooh, I might be able to make that happen, man. Florida.
Throwing a little. How far is St. Augustine from Disneyland? I want to go to the Star Wars hotel.
Oh, dude.
Although I've heard it's a ripoff.
I know, that's what I heard too. Let's look it up. St. Augustine.
Thanks for sharing that, Cheech.
Yeah, Cheech.
Appreciate that.
People go.
Yeah, Linux Cat says, careful, Dylan might show up. Yeah, then you're really going to have all your whiskey consumed by somebody that's going to love it, and he'll talk your ear off, that's for sure. Jeff Perkins says, all the old cars I've purchased were all $1.99 as a benefit of a quarterly whiskey club. Not bad.
Kind of far. 1 hour and 43 to Orlando.
Oh, yeah. Well,
but not too far from Jacksonville.
Vortex says, I'm pretty sure the Bourbon Junkies and ADHD Whiskey both rave about it too. Again, I would say batch. Like, I guess I kind of want to try a batch that somebody's raved about.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe somebody's raved about batch 3 of the American whiskey.
There's batch 3, batch 5. Oh, this is batch 3.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
Do you know we did a live stream in Vegas once?
Oh, we did? Are we doing one now?
This is a live stream.
This is not a recording?
Yeah. Eric is in for the meetup. Cheech.
Nice. All right.
Old Carter is the same price as Kentucky Owl. Yeah, Linux Cat says some batches are better than others. Some are really, really good. Cheech says, yeah, I've got some really, really good ones. I think they shine in the American whiskeys more than their bourbons. Yeah, I mean,
good take.
I'm after having this and the other two that I've tried, I certainly would want to keep trying them.
Yeah.
And I really just think, but the problem I guess I have is that at $200 or $300, which is what I've had to pay for them, the other bottle, the bourbon that I have, whatever, I think it's batch 11, I would absolutely never drink that again because I didn't like it, period. Yeah. The one I tried in a bar, it was fine. If I paid $199 for that, I wouldn't feel let down. This one, I don't really feel, if it was $199, I wouldn't feel let down. I would feel like it's still a little bit too expensive, but at $300 or $200, what did I pay? $299?
$299.
It's too much.
Yeah, man.
It's just too much. So I guess I'm only complaining about the price.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay. This is the hype train in action, right?
I guess, but it's like, I feel like, I guess my biggest problem is that if some of them are really good and some of them are not, and you're buying it on the name and the ability to blend, and they're all the same price, they all got to hit that mark. And if they're not hitting that mark, I'm sorry, I can't recommend it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if we want to be a service to the community, batch 4, batch 5, batch 6 of the American whiskey, I have no idea if they're going to be as good as this. And it's quite frankly, it's just too expensive to keep trying.
Yeah.
Like it's a $200 to $300 gamble. And you might hit the jackpot and have a really good one, or you might have a dud.
Right.
I just think there's better ways to spend your money, but that's just the way I'm feeling at this moment in time.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
All right, let's do a bit of a recap.
All right.
First thing we tried was a tequila, the Siete Leguas 7 decades 70th anniversary,
70th,
made of Criollo agave, which was kind of a wild agave, smaller, different kind of flavor. We didn't love it, but let's see if it's opened up. And maybe our palates are ready for, the nose smells really good. It's not as citrusy.
Spicier, I think. I'm getting more pepper.
And I'm getting more sweet, honestly. And it's kind of coating. And yeah, it's a spice thing at the middle of the palate. It's better than it was.
I think overall it's better for sure. Nose and palate. Did it really make a difference too much? I think it still scored about the same. Low bronze.
LeBron?
LeBron's. Low bronze.
No, I think it's better for sure.
What?
Yeah. I'm not getting that citrus rind anymore. It's there, but it's more balanced now with the sweet.
It's not much sourness.
So I don't know if our palates were just messed up when we tried it.
Maybe. Or maybe it really just needed to open up, man.
But it's still not $140. I'm sorry. That's steep, man.
Yeah, for tequila, that's like a celebrity price.
It's interesting. Better after opening up, or better just once my palate's more acclimated. I don't know what it was, but the first taste of that was for both of us very citrusy, like citrus rind, like almost bitter citrus.
No, I think I said like sour grapefruit.
Yeah,
and so I'm not getting that anymore. So definitely more. It's definitely tolerable.
Yeah, great looking bottle.
Yeah, looks awesome.
Wish the tequila was a little more up my alley.
I love the story.
I think this could be somebody's jam.
Yeah,
not necessarily mine. So that's what we started with. Verdict on it: overpriced. I feel like for a special release, it's experimental. I would say it's not for everybody.
Yeah,
a little too expensive. All right, next up, what did we drink? Gatsby.
Remus.
Beautiful bottle, beautiful presentation. Even if our box was damaged and not in very good shape. This is watered down. So I did add a little water to mine because it was very tannic. So keep that in mind.
Me too.
Nose is still good.
Nose is really good.
Yeah, it's nice. Now, it was overly oaked first time around. Let's see how it is.
Well, mine's watered down, but it's
not better. It's the same thing.
It's a little better.
It's still pretty oaky, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's still pretty oaky, even after watering
down.
I think just sitting made it more. So I would pass on this. It's too expensive, man. Too expensive. Spend your money on something else. It's a beautiful bottle.
Man, we're passing up on a lot.
This would make a really awesome gift for somebody. Number one, if you know somebody who loves oaky whiskey,
yes.
And we should caveat this. If you love oaky whiskey,
right, this is your jam.
You may absolutely love this. I don't think it's particularly well balanced oak, but if you love a very, very strong, overpowering oak tannic hit, this is your jam.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you know somebody that likes bourbon and they like oaky stuff,
yeah,
this would make a great gift.
Kind of pricey though.
Kind of pricey, but as a gift, for your boss or something. Just the presentation alone.
Wow.
And then as a special occasion pour, sometimes you kind of want an oak. You're like, hey, I don't drink a lot. I drink special one pour every few months, and I really want something super intense. Maybe this
will probably go well with a cigar.
Yeah, in a nice fancy bar.
Yeah.
All right, next up was the 2XO. Dixon Deadman's Rising from the Ashes of Stoli.
The Phoenix.
Let's see how this one is opened
Order of the Phoenix.
How's the nose? Phoenix Squadron? It's still a great nose.
It's really good, dude.
It's just like classic bourbon,
But I think there's also actually an elevated experience from it, which is nice.
It's good.
Yeah.
I still have the oak on my palate from the Gatsby.
Oh, I think it got better.
Let me give it another taste.
I think it got better, dude.
It's a little punchier.
Mm-hmm.
Like the spices opened up.
It's nice.
I don't know if it's my palate just having so many different flavors on it, but the sweetness is a little more subdued, and I feel like the spiciness is elevated.
But I think I like what it's done to the spice.
It's punchier for sure. It's just what I like about it is it's a new bourbon that's not just an initial palate hit.
Yeah,
like there's depth here.
Yes.
Like it's not perfect.
No,
but it's good. It's really good.
And I think it adds to the complexity. I mean,
it's like a Marvel movie. People love Marvel movies. It's like it's well done, but it's not my favorite thing. Like I can appreciate it, and I'm not going to walk out of it. Like I'm going to keep drinking it because it's good.
It is good,
but I'm not going to, in 20 years remember this movie.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
Okay, does my analogy work?
It totally does.
But you like Marvel?
Feel bad for
dude. Marvel's so successful.
No, I know, but I mean, like in terms of it's not going to be memorable.
I think it's good, but I'm not gonna like.
I mean, again, this is just his first go.
I want to. This is a promise of things to come.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say is that he'd never watched this, but like, I would like a regular release, because what it sounds like is every batch is going to be significantly
different.
And I just hope he gets a consistent source or something where he can have like a regular line.
Yeah,
that's kind of like the benchmark and the touchstone for whatever he wants to do.
Yeah. That
said, one-offs can be fun too.
Yeah,
it's just hard for us to end up recommending stuff. So, all right, good. After that, we hit the Jack.
It might be the my favorite pour of the night.
The Jack Daniel's twice barreled American single malt. This is 100% barley, aged in Oloroso, or aged in new charred oak, and then dumped in apparently very wet Oloroso sherry casks. I mean, it's
good idea.
It's very dark in color. Let's see how it's opened up now. Sherry finished stuff can sometimes get overly sweet for me if it's
especially if it's been sitting out. Yeah,
it smells pretty good. It's still really good.
It is.
All right, let's see the palate.
I think I'm still in, man.
It's so interesting, man. It. Damn it, I want to go back and buy another bottle.
I know.
I bought one. Dylan wanted one. I texted, and of course, you didn't respond.
Right.
But Dylan was like,
now I got to go get one. Oh my God, dude.
I do like
What's wrong with my palate right now?
But you know what's weird is like people are going crazy for it, and like the hunters are like buying it up.
Going crazy.
I don't necessarily know that most bourbon drinkers would love this.
Yeah. I'm with you there.
I think if you like
it's the Scotch profile without the peat,
which is everything. Like if you like spirits, I think you would really, really like this.
Yeah.
But if you're just a bourbon guy or a rye guy or a Scotch guy, I don't know. I think if you appreciate all of them, you will. This is like Voltron. It's like
seriously.
It's like one part
or like
bourbon, one
the
part
Bermuda
rye.
Triangle,
the Tennessee Triangle.
That's right. I don't know why I'm second guessing myself because I'm really enjoying this, dude.
Oh, the spice is so good.
It's perfect.
But then there's that sweetness.
The sweetness that comes back on there.
It definitely skews to spice.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's 106 proof, right? Yeah, great. Man, it tastes a little bit above proof.
Yes.
It drinks a little bit hotter.
Yeah.
But in a good way. Oh man, yeah.
Wow.
All right, last thing we poured, which was the viewer choice, was the Old Carter American Whiskey. Gotta get it centered. There it is. Excuse me. That's sound effects. Don't worry, it's not real. Gotta drink my bubble water. And I've not been drinking enough water this show. I'm gonna be hurting because I didn't take my Z-Biotics either.
Exactly. Plug, no plug.
This show is not sponsored by Z-Biotics. We kept saying that.
Dude, now they're all going to think we're sponsored the way you've been placing it.
Sorry about the burp. Okay. Old Carter, American whiskey. It's been sitting a little bit longer now. Let's see if anything's changed here. It's okay. Tastes like smoke wagon to me now. Like I got that thinned honey with the grain. I'm like, this should be the price of old uncut unfiltered. Now it's a little sour too. What's going on with my palate tonight? Everything tastes sour now.
Something's off.
It's gotten worse, right?
Yes.
Or is it just because we drink
maybe because
this right before it?
And I drank a lot of it. I'm not liking it at all. I think I messed up, man.
You want to finish off on this?
I think I messed up.
That's the winner of the night. No question, right?
I can't believe I'm saying it.
I can't either.
Guys.
I'm really surprised how much I like this too.
Yeah. Now y'all really hate me. I
know. And I hate that the fact that
no credibility anyway.
All right, let's check back in with the chat, and then we'll close things out in a little bit, guys. Thank you guys for sticking around.
I know, seriously.
And I know we've been just rambling on, and I apologize for not checking the chat. Ernie with a super chat. What's up, man?
Dude, Ernie, Merry Christmas, man. Jinx.
Looking forward to your reviews in the new year. Keep telling the truth. Of course, man. Always. That's what we do. Thank you for continually supporting the channel.
Seriously.
Man. You've been such a huge help to us, and appreciate the kind words. And
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas
Happy
to you.
Holidays.
Happy New Year.
Happy drams.
Wow, you guys have been chatting up a storm. I'm scrolling up.
Wow.
All right. Linux Cat says, if you can find batch 2 of Old Carter American, it's the best I've had. Oh, wait, I'm not even all the way back up. Wow, you guys are really talking a lot. Cheech says, batch 5 and 6 of Old Carter American whiskey are both bangers. Independent Joe says the same thing. I'm trying to remember. There were 2 batches available when I bought that batch. I think it was, I want to say 3 and 9, but it might have been 3 and 5. I don't know. So you guys are saying 5? Actually, I got 5 maybe. Royan says ADHD had Kentucky Owl 9 as one of his best whiskeys ever, and Dylan hated it. Oh man. David says, love the honesty as always. Of course.
That's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for. Dutch, what was that last one which hated? Was that batch 12? I think it was batch 11. I can see it. Let me grab it so I can tell you for sure. Oh, you're right. You are right. I stand corrected. Wow. See, you guys know more better than we do. It is batch 12.
Dang.
And this is Dickel, I think, because it is distilled in Tennessee, and it just tastes like it. And I didn't love it. Didn't even really like it. But yeah, thanks for the correction there.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I'm snotty. I'm like snotty and gassy. This is horrible. Okay, where am I here? Linux Cat says, if you can find batch 2 of Old Carter American. I already read that, didn't I? Vortex says, out of all the YouTubers, I feel like Dylan's palette matches mine the most, although there are definitely some things we still disagree on. And I think you're always going to find that. I mean, that's...
Stone fruit.
Stewed fruit.
Stewed fruit.
I mean, I think that's kind of the beauty of WhiskeyTube, is that there's so much of it now that hopefully you can find somebody that, you know, you can kind of have a touchstone with and be like, okay, they really like this, and I really like that. So maybe our palettes kind of align, and that's all you really need to find.
That's the beauty of it.
You know?
Or better yet, start your own. Add to the mix.
Yeah. Okay. Siyama says there are 2 whiskey channels I trust, Whiskey Mystery and CP. Yeah, I enjoy Whiskey Mystery. I just like watching when he films in all the liquor stores and like the duty free.
Dude, I know how he gets in there and records.
He just
doesn't.
Yeah. He just doesn't care. He just does it.
Yeah.
I know we're always trying to be like clandestine when we're filming, and he's just like baller.
But then the one time when we're trying to like be legit and we bring a camera guy, security like goes over to him. Like, shut that down.
So spoiler alert, we filmed the final segment of the Vegas trek. And we got yelled at in the most random of all casinos. Like the one you would be like, don't they want as many people in here as possible?
Why would you be turning away people? So weird.
I hope some of that's on camera. I hope we have some of that.
Me too. I hope so.
I hope you kept it rolling. It was pretty funny. Yeah.
So that's a tease.
That's a tease. Vortex. Yeah, I think that they do that. They also do a lot of tasting. Yeah. And some cool tastings. I mean, they get their hands on some really awesome, I'd say Scotch heavier on Scotch.
Yeah.
But good. Okay. Where are we? Roy and exposing the Illuma Bourbonati that dominates whiskey too. Oh, man.
So good.
Oh, gosh. That's awesome.
Illuma Bourbonati. How do you Illuma Bourbonati? I'm impressed you said that really well, man.
That was amazing. Sometimes I can read some things better at this point, and sometimes I'm
like the most difficult word. It's not even a word.
David says, I've become super selective on the higher end products recently, even at MSRP. I'm scrolling because a lot of you guys, you're just having conversations in the chat, which is awesome, but I don't necessarily need to show everybody that. So I'm trying to find the
Any questions?
Roy Ann says, my purchases lined up better with CP and Mystery was not doing it for me. And they don't like bourbons or tequilas, I guess. HR, here we go. HR bartender says, I have the Décadas and it's been open for a month and the complexity of it changed for the good makes an awesome $30 margarita. And that's, I don't know if you were here at the beginning of the stream, but when we first tasted it, that was actually my comment was like,
yeah, you did.
I don't know if I love sipping on it, but
right.
I could see this making probably the best margarita I've ever had because of just like that fruit rind that was the citrus rind. But interesting to hear that you've had it open and that it's gotten better because that does happen, despite some people believing that it doesn't actually happen. It does happen, and I'll definitely come back.
We've seen it too many times on.
We got a super chat. I'm going to scroll down and try to find it because man, there's a ton of comments, guys. Sorry, I'm scrolling past them all to get to Kevin. Thanks for the content, fellas. Love every minute of it. Really enjoy the blind tasting on Patreon. Happy holidays. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for being a patron.
Seriously,
thank you for your support. Thank you for the super chat. Have a very Merry Christmas and a happy New Year. And, if you guys are members of Patreon, every single review we do for Patreon and for members on YouTube, we do a blind between whatever we just reviewed and something that we think would be a good blind. Right. Usually we tease it during the episode and sometimes we forget. Although I think we've been pretty good about
you're right on point.
There have been episodes, by the way, where we get all the way to the end and we forgot.
It's like,
and so we kind of like pause and we go find it and then we try to like stick it in there. And that sounded dirty, but
stick it in.
But thanks for the super chat.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Omar says, guys, please show the board with the ranking. You didn't catch it?
Oh, yeah.
So if you find
we should put it up because it's like the last time people are going to see it for the year.
Well, dude, we're about to put up our year-end review. Our patrons already know, and I think we showed it in that.
We did?
Yeah, okay. That's coming out tomorrow for everybody else, but patrons and members have seen it already. But yeah, this is our board.
Dude, Doers 32, guys.
Doers 32, still the highest.
Been able to knock it out.
Tears of Llorona, Hibiki 21, Signet, which I'm still surprised got a 92. I think you guys really bullied me in that episode. That's all I remember. Foursquare 2008, G4 Blanco Madera. This is amazing that scored that high for a Blanco. Like for a Blanco tequila to get this high.
Yeah, that high. Yeah.
Yeah. George T. Stagg 2020, Glenmorangie 18. I don't know why that's so high. I feel like we need to re-review that. That was one of our very early reviews. I think we, I don't know if we fully understood our scoring system.
Yeah.
Chivas 25, which that totally deserves it.
Yeah, that totally deserves it.
Surprisingly amazing. Woodford Batch Proof, totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Hennessy XO.
I'm actually kind of shocked.
Kind of surprising.
Yeah.
But we'll see what this year holds.
Next year.
What 2023 holds.
Yeah.
Some things may get bumped. Hopefully we get some new additions. What are you going to close your night out with here? Which pour?
I killed my Jack Daniels.
You can have some more if you want.
Nah, I think I want to go back to the 2XO.
Yeah, I'm going to finish my Jack. And then
because the nose is really good on that too.
And then I think I'll finish two. I agree. Those are the two for me.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Checking back in with the chat here.
I'm just saddened by the old Carter.
David says, Z-Biotics step up for advertising sponsor these guys if you don't already.
They don't, man.
They asked us, man.
They did ask us.
They did ask us.
But we had to throw the integrity card out. Dutch slammed it on the ground, in fact, and he just bought it.
No, it's like these. It's like brokers. Like the companies are like, "Hey, we want to advertise," and then these like third parties reach out to the channels.
Yeah,
and like this guy has been sending us a bunch. I keep saying no to him.
I know.
And actually, the Z-Biotics was the only one I think we actually kind of considered because it was ancillary and it's kind of a cool idea.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I was like, it'd be more interesting for us to just review it.
Yeah.
So,
plus, we had a pretty jam-packed filming session, so that it lined up perfect, right? It's like
it did. It did. Yeah.
Of course, Dylan had to spoil the fun.
Yeah, he was honest, man.
Was he honest? Is he?
I don't know. He's making me second guess. Like, how much of it was placebo effect?
Oh, it's 100% placebo. But I'm totally buying it again.
We should have Dr. Dylan test us.
Yes.
And he'll give us one of us the actual Z-Biotics and the other one
legit
water.
placebo.
Yeah. And then we have to report back.
Totally.
Wow, you guys are having some great conversations here in the chat about Hibiki.
I know. I'm almost sad to like miss on it.
Siyama says, I love the members' videos. A lot more nudity than I expected, but as Jules says, stick with it.
Oh, brilliant, man.
Eric says, Jules mentioned sneakers earlier. Is he a sneakerhead? No, but I was on an elevator in Vegas once when some random dude complimented him on his shoes. And they weren't like normal shoes.
They don't even stop talking about that.
Well, you have like these, like, they were like Amazon shoes, right?
Right. They're only like $20 on Amazon.
And I've seen them wear them before, and they're like deck shoes, right? Like they're like
boat shoes, whatever.
Right?
Yeah.
And this dude literally walked on the elevator, and he's like, looks at Jules' shoes. He's like,
he would not stop staring
like,
at them.
Cool shoes, dude.
Yeah. He would not stop staring. Oh, too funny, man.
Oh, jeez. You guys are having a big conversation about Japanese whiskey. I love it.
Yeah.
Miyagi
I'm gonna have to replay it. Catch up.
Enjoy. Foursquare 2008. Jeff says we should do a taste off of the top 10 on the list. Yeah, I've always thought about that. You know, it would be fun.
That's not a bad idea.
Almost like
we have been contemplating trying to figure out what to do.
What I think is like when we get enough diamonds to do a diamond drink through.
Yeah.
You know, like once we have like 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah.
Because I think that would be super.
It's the strongest diamond of all.
Siyama says the Takatsu, great whiskey for more advanced. Yeah, I love the pure malt. That's one of my favorites. I mean the white label and the black label, both excellent, and of course the age dated ones are even better.
Yeah,
such a good whiskey. All right, guys, I think we're gonna wind things down here. I'm gonna scroll through the comments and see if we got any other ones I want to highlight. Oh, James Morgan is here. He was watching Jason, and it was Bardstown.
Okay.
Yeah, and we did mention them earlier.
Jason,
we don't normally go live on Wednesdays. I know this is Jason's night.
Yeah.
So thank you guys that came here instead of watching Jason.
Dude, it's been
you should have been watching Jason.
No, they probably were watching Jason. They have us like, on another tab.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
It's like, yeah. When their kids go out of the room, we can switch to Curiosity Public. Glenn says, "Where's Delightful Dylan?" Yeah, getting Dylan for a live stream is like capturing a leprechaun.
Plus, he's been hiding, since because in December he always gets into like hermit mode, and
it lasts until next December.
Seriously. True. Until we can like pull him out for a filming, but he's off on his island again. So.
Yeah, and sometimes he'll pop into the chat, but
yeah,
he's just I don't know where he is.
Yeah,
he's hard to pin down, and he's a busy guy.
So happens when you rule the world, man.
Siyama says I have 4 bottles of Hibiki Harmony. I'm never buy another one. Prices are just ridiculous. Mm-hmm. It has gotten ridiculously high. I agree. I saw that somewhere for $120, and I was like, how the hell is this $120? And then the Blossom came out, and the grocery store had like a full shelf of them, $255.
I could not find the Blossom anywhere.
$255. I'm not.
So I'm surprised you actually even found it. And then,
Dylan has a bottle. I think he paid $190. He said, which still seems kind of high, but because I got the Masters one at duty free. I think it was $95. Delicious, by the way. Very good one. Trying to catch up here, guys. We're gonna kill things off really soon here. HR says, have you guys tried the new G4 Madeira? Yeah, Madeira, I showed the leaderboard. That's our second highest rated tequila we've ever had. Loved the Madeira. Wild Common, yeah, we actually just reviewed that. The video will probably be coming out, I'd say January sometime. I think we got the Blanco Still Strength one is the one we did the review of.
Yep.
And I think that's an exciting brand. I think our biggest complaint really was price on that.
Yes.
I think it was really good, but it's a little bit too pricey. But I think that's something we're going to see with tequila. I think
that trend is it's following the bourbon.
Yeah. Trend, well, not only that, but it's a much more expensive and labor-intensive product to make.
Right. So the fact that it's been this cheap,
and
you mean?
all the time. Well, yeah, it's been this cheap,
Right.
and then there's like the agave shortages,
Right.
and all that crap. So it's, yeah, I think it's going to be a tough time for tequila lovers. And I keep telling people, like, if you have things you love right now that are hard to find, stock up on them when you find them, because I just unfortunately think it's going to be bad.
Yeah,
but it could be cool for other similar types of spirits, like the sotols and the mezcals might become a little more prominent.
Yeah.
We've actually been getting a lot of requests for that.
Really? Oh, I know I saw some for mezcal.
Mezcal and sotol, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I'm really enjoying the sotols that I've had, honestly. I think that'd be a fun one.
I haven't tried them yet. Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see. Siyama says he's going to send Hattori Hanzo samples because he loves sharing his Japanese culture with Japanese people.
I love it.
A proxy Discord. Yeah, don't talk. Okay, you know what? If you guys want to talk about the Discord, email Jules at curiositypublic.com, because once he gets his ass in line.
No, my link expired, man. My link expired.
I will send you another link.
The Discord admin only had the link live for like 24 hours.
And Siyama's volunteering again. Okay, all right.
Dude, Siyama, you are the man.
Okay. Screw it. 2023.
Just invite Siyama. Yeah.
All right. Then you're giving up your seat at the table, Jules. You're out. Siyama's in.
All right. There it is. Dutch made the executive decision.
I mean, even Dylan joined. That's all I have to say.
Oh, man. Tough crowd.
But then he was like, no, I want to use an alias. I'm like, why do you
He's like, no, I want us to be on Slack.
Oh, man. All right, guys. Well, this has been a super fun live stream. Thank you guys for coming to hang out.
For real, guys.
I know a lot of people are probably watching Jason, which is what you should have been doing.
We're not even promoting our own show.
Will we have another live before the new year? Next week?
Might be able to. Yeah.
Yeah, we might have another one next week.
In, maybe.
We were supposed to be getting into a more regular cadence, and then, and then I got sick. And people were traveling, and
I was telling Dutch, like, I can go every week in December. Then nothing happened.
I didn't get a single message from Jules
I know.
for like 3 weeks.
Oh man, I was helping Dylan move into his island, dude. Took a while.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, this has been super fun. Thanks again for hanging out.
You guys rock.
Yeah,
we love you.
Great Christmas. There might be an impromptu live. Sometimes I do one on Christmas Eve if I'm around. You're not going to be around, though, are you?
No, yeah.
Maybe we'll do a
fly
remote
off to Dylan's island.
Oh, you're going to be out there? But maybe for the new year, definitely for the new year, and maybe before New Year's, maybe even New Year's Eve.
Next
I don't know.
week.
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Stay safe, as Jules says. What's the sign out? Stay happy.
Stay
frosty.
What? I don't even remember what I said,
Stay
man.
safe.
Healthy. Stay safe. Stay healthy.
Stay curious.
Dang, man.
Worst channel.
It's like one job to do.